Good Wednesday morning, everybody. John and Lance along with Dell for the next 3 hours here on ESPN 97.5. Glad you could join us. We got some good things to talk about.
Do we?
Got some bad things to talk about. Well, we got 7 in a row. Is that any good?
Yeah, that looked bad in the first quarter.
Oh, God.
I was like, well, this
they flipped the switch totally in the fourth.
This could be an early bedtime.
Yeah.
This can even, and then they pull you back in.
Oh, they keep pulling me back in.
Pull you back, and they pull me back in. They did in the second quarter.
Yep.
They pulled you back in, and then it was a little fourth quarter, what we call fourth quarter magic. It's pretty normal around Houston. We know what it means. Rockets always putting that fourth quarter magic
Texans
on you, one way or
always.
another. I mean, it goes both ways. They're
Astros always fourth quarter magic. Texans. Yep.
Not the Astros fourth quarter magic.
Yeah.
But the Rockets, let's lead with the good story. Your Houston Rockets have won 7 in a row. There's some not great teams they are beating currently, but a win is a win.
Yep.
And that's all you're looking for now. Rockets now with hit the 50 win mark, so they won't hit their Vegas total. I think it was as much as 55.5. That's not going to go anywhere. I think I read somewhere it was between 53.5, 55.5 at different times, but they won't hit that. If they win 3 in a row, well, they get to 53 if they win 3 more. If they win 3 more, they go in on a 10-game hit streak.
Yeah,
So.
Last year's team lost their last 3 games and still ended up with the number 2 seed. And it was interesting that I don't know, I forget why they just at the end of last season, it just kind of, I don't know.
It's now so we are dead square with the Lakers right now.
Right.
The 4-5.
Apparently they have the tiebreaker because they're still in the standings. They're still ahead of the Rockets. So there's one game. They're tied. Last year's team was 52-30. This year's team has a chance to be better. I don't know if it's a better team, but it was supposed to be, and I'm not sure. I do know that last year's team did not hold up in the postseason, was not good in the postseason, wasn't ready to win big in the postseason. I'm not sure that this team is, but it certainly is playing better basketball. Another 26 assists yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, it's better basketball.
Yeah.
I mean, chips will fall where they may. Mason's always got these questions for me, so he goes, Dad, I know what you're going to say, but you're going to want it just however you can get to the second round, but don't you feel like it's kind of like the Rockets might even think it's kind of a fraud if they get past LeBron and friends instead of the best team? I said, I don't care. You're right. You're right how I was going to answer that. I want everyone injured for every team.
Yep.
Son. The most injuries I can have, the better. But I said, seriously, I said, you play who's in front of you. I said, what if they smash the Lakers all every game? What if they play the Lakers and smash the Lakers and they look incredible? I said, is that okay that they handled their business? It's just part of basketball. I didn't even bring up Fred, and I didn't bring up Fred that's not the same level. The Fred VanVleet and Steven Adams not the same level as Austin Reeves and certainly Luka. But what I will say is I've had to tell him, I said, look, the Houston Rockets' first championship, my first championship as a fan ever, and after heartbreaking losses with Phi Slamma Jamma, and heartbreaking losses with the Houston Astros, not in the World Series, but as a young Astros fan, I said the first one was the Rockets won, and they didn't have to play a team that they couldn't beat. He said, who was it? I said, son, there used to be a team called the Seattle Supersonics. They weren't even just the Sonics. They were the Supersonics.
Yeah, they were.
And George Karl would triple team Hakeem Olajuwon, and they just couldn't play out of the triple teams, and they couldn't beat Seattle. Seattle got upset by Dikembe in Denver. A 1 seed got beat by an 8 seed, which I think was the first time that had ever happened when it happened. And I said, trust me, not one Rocket fan. We all talk about, we'll mention, man, I'm glad we didn't have to play the Sonics. But it doesn't diminish a championship. That's just how it rolls. But, that's a great example of.
And then the following year, they had the toughest route in NBA history.
In NBA history. So, they beat 3 60-win teams. It was like an insane. No one has ever done that before since then. So, yeah, it's the Rockets. The Rockets. I don't care. If they catch LeBron and friends instead of Austin Reeves and Luka being there, I do not care. They didn't care when our guys were out.
They're in a bit of a sticky situation because they're only one game behind the Nuggets, while they are, and tied with the Lakers. They are still in the 5 hole. Denver in the 3. Yeah. But I think Denver has the tiebreaker, which is nice because you'd have to win 2 more games with just 3 to play to pass them and play the T-Wolves in the first round. You much rather have the Lakers. But I guess you'd rather have the Spurs in the second. Whatever the case. However, you still got to beat the Spurs or the Thunder.
Yeah, just get there. Just get to the second round.
Let's go.
And then
you're
just
playing
let
your
the
best
chips fall where they may with injuries.
They're playing a schedule that is not awesome. They're they played a lot of crappy teams during this run. They played some crap, but they played the Knicks and beat them in this. Golden State, not great, but they're whatevs. They're playing their best style of basketball right now, and maybe that continues as you play a good team. Although the Lakers are depleted the way that they are, I'm not sure that they're not a very good team. Did you happen to hear J.J. Redick talking about his team?
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
he is. He is something. They asked about, hey, why don't you feature DeAndre Ayton more? Because he can't catch the ball.
JJ talks too much. He's too honest.
He's way too honest.
And he talks sometimes like a guy who wouldn't mind going back to I don't think he wants to go back to arguing with Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith wouldn't let him back in. But he talks like a guy who wants to go back to announcing or something, but would love to get maybe one of those years that's still left on a guaranteed contract. I also think Ayton is a guy who probably the team. I've already read stuff on Ayton where they have to try to find ways to get him to play hard. They have to kind of trick him into playing hard. So Ayton is probably a little bit of a separate. But he's done this other times. It's not just DeAndre Ayton. This is kind of what he does.
On Rui, he took him out of the game. He wasn't doing his job, so I took him out. On Jared Vanderbilt. Jared Vanderbilt, it was a confluence of things he did wrong. On Ayton, he can't catch the ball. I mean, he doesn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I bet he won't say that about LeBron.
One of the players I think it was Ayton during the timeout, was going after him, and the coaches stopped him. He came up and was trying to get to JJ and tell him, and a coach had to step in between him, and JJ just walked away and said, F this. I'm not talking to you. I mean, you want to talk about a mess. The Lakers are a mess, and that's the perfect team. Now, if they should happen that's the problem. If you play them in the postseason and you struggle or if they beat you,
God.
Good Lord.
With no Luka and no Reeves?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Micah Malone, who was supposed to be for some people, the coach in waiting potentially, if Ime, it's quieted down. That's what wins do. It quiets down on the hot seat stuff, but that thing just ramps right back up if you lose to the Lakers.
Oh no, you can't. I mean that puts a little pressure on the whole organization playing the Lakers. You have to win that series. I mean, and all of that you've done, the Durant, and I don't care if Fred is there.
Yeah,
I don't care who's there. You gotta have to win this series. There's
coming back, also the way that you've come back and you've won 7 in a row, and we'll see how you close it out. The Rockets are in a position where you could potentially see them resting most of the starters by the last game. Like they're getting close to potentially being locked in. It's not there yet, but it's not like the Nuggets are only you could end up with a 3. You could end up potentially in the 3 seed. I mean, that's still alive for you. Either 3, the 4, or the 5 is where you're looking. I don't know if you have tiebreaker over the T-Wolves, but you'd have to lose every game, and T-Wolves win 4 games for you to end up, for them to end up the same spot with you. So I don't. Well, even if they do that, yeah, no, they would actually jump ahead of you. If you just win one game, you should be locked into 3, 4, 5, and then it is technically still open, except for the fact that Denver's won 9 in a row.
Yeah.
So they're unlikely, I think, to give up that 3 spot. I think they're unlikely to give that up. I think you're looking at 4 or 5, but hopefully 4, not 5.
Hopefully, well, just all you got to win is one more game than the Lakers. That's all.
Yeah. We're in a situation here where I'm probably going to be in town when Lakers play the Rockets for the draft.
Yeah. So the playoffs start in a couple of weeks, and then
because you also have the
Rockets look like they're going to have home court because the Lakers can't win a game. Rockets look like they'll have home court.
They do have the tiebreaker, though.
The Lakers do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the NBA playoffs officially began April 18th. So before the main playoffs, so the play-in is from 14th to 17th. The playoffs start Saturday, April 18th. So I will be in L.A. for those playoffs for the whole week. I'm there from.
Right.
So if I can find
the playoffs are going to start in Houston.
I'm going to go to Game Time and see if I can find a $30 or $40 ticket somewhere in the lower bowl and see if I can go.
Yeah, you probably will. Call your buddy Patrick Fertitta. You guys are boys.
I'll just
He'll be here.
Well, here's how much boys we are. I had his number in the phone from NIL stuff that was with John Dassman when I met him at an event. Took his number down, and then I texted him for the first time since 23. Hey, you want to come on to talk about comments? No, everything's not done yet, but in the future, yeah, I'd love to do that. Okay. Yeah. So
he's giving
I don't
me
know
that
if that
business.
smacks of giving me tickets.
Yeah. Well, I'll get back to you. Yeah.
I don't know if that smacks of giving me tickets, though.
No, not sure. That means
maybe I'll check around.
Hey, buddy, but I can't come on. But hey, buddy, if you need any tickets to an away playoff game.
Yeah, well, as a matter of fact, I don't, I guess. I mean, I'll ask Bucky Brooks or somebody at NFL Network if they have some tickets. Like, you guys got an extra ticket that you're not going to use?
Yeah.
To a game?
I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that
I'm not going to cheer loud.
Tickets.
I'm not going to cheer. I'll just sit there quietly. I'm not going to cause a big fuss because I don't cause a fuss ever. I just pretty much watch games quietly. So you don't have to worry about me embarrassing you or anything. Like, you can give me super good seats.
Right.
Remember that wizard, James? What's his name? The guy who looks like an old wizard who's always with hot girls and who dresses like a crazy.
Yeah. Gandalf.
Dresses like Gandalf the pimp.
Right.
James Goldstein. Maybe I can hook up with that guy and get some kind of good sweet ticket.
Wow. Maybe if you sat next to him on a plane, you'd put him to sleep and you could steal the tickets out of his jacket.
Well, last time I went there, who did I become friends with? Minji Lee.
You and Bobby Slowick.
It's Minji Lee, right? Isn't that her name?
Minji Lee.
I became friends with her when we were flying to L.A. last year. Or maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah. Didn't she say, "Can you please leave me alone, sir? Otherwise,
she didn't say that.
Didn't she call the stewardess?
No. So what happened?
That button?
So what happened was Minji Lee is a professional golfer, women's professional golfer. She was coming from Houston. She got eliminated in our tournament. She was flying back to L.A. I was flying out there. We sat right next to each other, and so obviously I talked about the golf thing with her, not qualifying, and made some small talk that I think she appreciated. And then that was that. And then it turns out she needed her charger on her side wasn't working, so I said she could use the charger on my side.
Oh man!
And then that opened up. Like once that happens, that opens up a whole new world of me being able to talk to you.
Right. It almost became a relationship. Oh no, I can't even say
no. I don't think that's the case.
Right.
I don't think she.
Right. I didn't want to bring up Diana Rossini. I didn't want to bring up Diana Rossini, but okay.
Oh my goodness. I didn't even know that's where you were going. Oh my good. Well, should we?
No. Well.
I don't know if we should. Like, it's
I don't
out,
think
but
we
don't.
I don't think we broached that. I don't.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Hey, just
during the break, Dell and I will talk about it.
Look it up yourself if you're out and about. Look it up yourself.
It's sorted. It's Celtics Boston fans are not happy right now.
No.
First Ime and now this.
Yeah, right.
Or they want a title after Ime's gone, so.
Yep. We got a break, 713-780-3776. You guys, actually called yesterday and had some good things to say.
That's
I was,
great.
that was nice. Do you have anything good to say about the Astros? Let's hear it. 713-780. It's really getting scary now because
it's starting to look more like I thought it would look.
It's getting more and more scary now.
I was like, oh, this is
713-780-3777.
This is what regression to the mean means.
Yes. We will break it here, but first, all right. I don't know. You're leaving your house, or you've looked at it. When you go home tonight, look at your roof as you drive up. Is it shiny in places? And if you haven't, if it is shiny, you need somebody up there. Okay, because that means it's worn away. Your shingles are worn away, and you need somebody up there because if you do have any kind of storm, which we have, I don't know if you heard, we have storms in Houston. And if you have any kind of storm and it gets a lot of damage and it breaks through your roof and gets into your house, then you are going to, the insurance company is going to go, no, sorry, look how worn this is, and you didn't do anything about your roof. When was the last time you actually thought about your roof? When was the last time you actually did something about your roof? If you haven't, you need Brinkman. Brinkman Quality has been around for 50 years. Do not let somebody that knocks on your door up on your roof. They have to fix that more often than not. It is crazy to allow someone that just knocks on your door, doesn't have a brick and mortar like Brinkman has for 50 years in the Houston area. They're the biggest and the best for a reason because they stand behind their work. Accountability is huge for them. Doesn't matter what the deal is with and they also do siding, not only just your roof, but siding. But if you have to replace or if you just need somebody to go up there and look so that you can go to your insurance company and insure your roof, 100% financing available and free no obligation estimates, 281-480-7663, 281-480-ROOF or BrinkmanQuality.com, BrinkMann quality.com.
You're listening to John and Lance.
Broadcasting live from the Huntington Bank Studios, here's John Granado and Lance Zierlein.
All right, welcome back. ESPN 97.5, 713-780-3776. So, Stafford is on hold. We want to get him in here. I'm not sure if he wants to talk about the Astros. It was just, he doesn't, yeah. I didn't figure. Who wants to talk about that? Last night was just, they had 3 hits. Just...
Last night was a movie. That's one of the dumbest things people say.
Last night was just 3 hits. Christian Walker homer for one run, and then just not good. I mean, in Colorado, I mean Freeland is pitching well. Don't get me wrong. That's nice. He's but it's in Colorado. Get some hits.
Yeah. I mean, you're in Colorado. 1 run's not really for a team that's been hot offensively
in Colorado.
You're making a lot of
sense. One of the best offensive teams in the history of baseball.
What the over/under on that thing was? Like 10.5.
10.5. I think it went under.
Yeah, it did.
I think it went under.
It did.
Yeah, Yiner's a mess. Matthews isn't ready yet. I mean, he hit 1 ball that was a bomb. He's got a. It's just he's not ready.
Now
yet.
I've got some good news for you. You want some? Can I give you some Astros good news?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, Hunter Brown 8 weeks.
Yeah. No, not 8 weeks. Stop.
No, 6 to start throwing and possibly 8.
No, that's not what Dana Brown said.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. He said 2 to 3 weeks, and then they're going to reassess.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what he said. Grade 2 right shoulder strain. We'll keep him throwing for a few weeks. He said the fact that it's muscular, it's a good thing. Houston General Manager Dana Brown told reporters Tuesday.
Oh, it's a great thing.
He said, I think in about 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, he'll probably start tossing, and then we'll see where we are at that point. But I looked at it as good news, quote unquote.
Oh, well, I saw
what one of those Twitter doctors.
It's not. Listen, this would not be the first time that an Astros organization
thought it was going to be shorter. I know. Said it was going to be shorter than it actually was.
Yes.
Well, look, he said 2 weeks. Then he goes right after that. He goes 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, so 3 weeks is 21 days. He's already been. Well, it's retroactive to the point that he was. Our conversation's retroactive to when he was put on the 15-day IL, which was like 3 days ago. But after 3 weeks, let's say, then he starts tossing again. Well, how long until he's ready? A week? So I think a month. I think what you can look for is probably close to a month of him being out. But that's what
3 weeks, and then they'll check.
And then they'll check.
Well,
no, 2 to 3.
You fell into
2 to 3 if you were a glass half empty.
2 to 3 weeks, and you fell into it.
2 to 3, so it could be 2.
Sure, and then they'll check.
And then they'll see where they are, and he'll start tossing then probably.
No,
I'm going to go. Okay, now you're okay. Gun to your head. Over. 3 weeks. Okay.
Over. Well, until he hits the mound again.
I'm going more 6 weeks.
Okay, until he hits
possibly 8.
Until he hits the mound again.
Okay.
40. No.
What's the
30?
date
33 days.
I have no idea.
Higher, over, under 33 days
Today
from the
is
time
higher.
From the time he hit the injured list. Higher than 33 days.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, you're only talking about missing like 6, 7 starts. What's the worst that could happen there? It could be an Astro injury. 2.5 weeks, and they say we missed that is actually an oblique because obliques take the Astros out.
Yeah.
But what Dana said was the fact that it's muscular, it's a good thing,
Here's
quote
the
unquote.
He has proven he know nothing about this.
No, I don't.
Nothing. Stop listening.
But this
to
is
him.
But this is a different trainer. At least it's the same medical staff.
Yeah, but
it's a different.
It doesn't
trainer.
matter. It's the Astros. There's 0 chance he's back in 3 weeks. 0.
Yeah. Well, he said that maybe he'd start tossing. So yes, that's why I said a month.
Even.
That's
Do
why.
you think it takes a week to come back after being off that long?
Okay, so when
yeah,
did he
if you're
go?
Hunter Brown, yeah.
He went this weekend. Okay, let's say
Why
April
are you guys
3rd,
so glass half empty on an Astros injury?
April 3rd to May 4th is 1 month. May 4th.
No, I'm going to make that higher. I'm saying May 8th. I'm going to start from today. Okay, May 9th. Will he pitch by May 9th?
The answer is no. The answer is no. No. I'm going to project he's back June 2nd.
June 2nd?
June 2nd.
Why are you using Twitter doctors? I'd like to say, because you know how the Twitter doctors now, their big deal is that they'll tell you how, and then
they're
teams
more right
get
than the
so.
Astros are.
Well, if it wasn't the Astros, I would. I have to really quiet the noises in my head because it is the Astros. So usually I'd say these dumb Twitter doctors don't know anything. They're not even looking at the images, but their hit rate's probably better than the Astros right now.
Yeah. Grade 2, he starts throwing in probably 5 weeks, maybe 6.
That's not what Dana said.
Yeah, well, okay. You and Dana.
We're to a point now where no one believes Dana Brown on anything on injuries.
Well.
It can't be. Dana can't like that.
Dana.
Let's play a game that incorporates the Astros and Lance's chosen profession, the one he actually cares about, the draft.
Okay.
Does Hunter Brown come back before the first NFL first-rounder signs?
Signed.
Oh, yes.
Last year, Colston Loveland, was he a first-rounder last year?
Yeah.
He signed May 8th.
What's the rush to
There's
sign
zero
that
chance.
fast?
Does Hunter Brown come back before May 8th?
No.
All right, no.
All right. You thought.
Well, I thought. I mean,
Like,
why
you
are they
thought June?
signing so fast?
Colston Loveland wanted
What's
to be.
the rush?
He wanted to be a Brown.
Are you
going to
be in Are you going to be in some type of ATV
Bears.
accident
The Bears.
where
Yeah,
you got to
he wanted to be a Bear
Oh, my
as quick as
God.
possible. So
wait until June, guys?
May 8th. Does he get back before Colston Loveland?
I'm going to say.
No.
I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
He's not
All
the
right,
only
good.
one. Mimbu signed May 8th. Ashton Genty signed May 8th.
Must
So
have been the first day they could get their
so
money.
a lot of guys did. So you think?
I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna believe that. I'm gonna.
Oh,
you know what?
wow.
Believe all Danas.
Wow.
Dana Brown.
Dana from
Dana
the pit.
Plato. Dana from the pit.
Dana
Dana
Plato's-
Holgerson.
Dana Plato's
believe all. I would believe
listen,
what she told me though from the grave.
He just got Dana sacked. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. You,
Believe
you,
all
listen, I got a
Danas.
ball sack site I need you to look at.
Oh,
Okay.
guess
Yeah.
we got some.
I got Dana sacked.
You
That's
got
what
Dana sacked.
it all comes
For
together.
those who don't know, it means that you're reading a false story.
Yeah.
Some
A
kismet
fake
here.
story.
Dana Plato died May 8th.
Yeah, I knew.
May 8th.
Wow,
May
is that,
8th. That's
ooh,
the day.
that's freaky.
Yeah.
That's the
That
drop dead
is.
date on Hunter Brown starting too.
Yeah, let's get Stafford in here before the break.
Yep.
Hey, Stafford, what's going on?
Good morning, brothers. I
What's
hope
up?
all is well. Hey, I was just thinking, man, as we finna roll into the playoffs and the Rockets are going to absolutely annihilate the Lakers. I'm so excited for that. That is going to be my NBA championship, by the way. So I'm fine with that. But I was just thinking that a lot of people will sit here and say that the Luka trade is the worst trade in the history of professional sports. And I disagree because, once again, Luka is not going to win an NBA championship. Meanwhile, SGA could possibly win another one. And if Oklahoma did, that would mean they would be the first team to repeat in over a decade, maybe longer than that. But because we haven't had repeat since, Golden State? So I definitely feel like the SGA trade was the worst trade ever. The Clippers got Paul George. Paul George did absolutely nothing for them. He was hurt most of the time. And, I mean, Luka's a great player, but Luka ain't won no MVP. Luka ain't, how many playoff series has Luka won with the Lakers? I just had a thought about that, but nevertheless, go Rockets.
Hold on, Stafford. You're a basketball fan. Where do you rank now? The SGA's got a title, so it's hard to win this one. But what about the James trade, where the Rockets got James from for just a bunch of guys who turned into nobody?
And what'd they
basically.
win?
Well, I mean, they played, but they played at a very high level, and they
Yeah,
gave up
that's
almost
okay.
nothing. They gave up almost nothing.
So
James,
did Luka play at a high level, but he had one.
No, I know, but James got to the Western Conference Finals a few times, and 2 times? And
The SGA trade.
I mean, you can't say Luka yet. We're not even two full seasons.
And I don't even know is the Herschel Walker trade, is the Deshaun Watson trade.
Well, I'm just talking about basketball. I'm talking about players.
He said in the history of sports.
Oh, well, I'm just talking
in the
basketball.
history of sports.
Okay. Well, yeah, Deshaun might be the worst.
The reason I don't say the Harden trade is because I feel like Oklahoma City kind of didn't have to trade him, but they kind of had to trade him. There was, the Luka trade didn't have to happen. The SGA trade didn't have to happen. As far as the Deshaun Watson trade, Deshaun Watson kind of forced his way out. He didn't want to be here. It wasn't like they traded him for nothing.
No,
No.
I'm saying the Browns made a bad trade. I mean, I don't care if he forced his way out. The Browns made one of the worst trades in history.
Yeah. Yeah, what they gave up and then given that contract. They gave up 3 firsts and then they fully guaranteed a contract, which is not part of the trade. That's a separate deal. But
it is a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
When you put it like that, that's a lot. I would say, I guess what I'm holding on to is that SGA won a championship.
Yeah, that's ultimately
Yep.
they're on pace to potentially win another one.
Yep. That's like a Jordan thing too. Jordan won a championship too. He carried a team in 22 to a championship, and Dodgers. What did Dodgers get out of it?
It's the ultimate trump card. I mean, look, they didn't. Kevin Martin, whatever Lamb, like the James was one of the most lopsided trades in NBA history for sure. It's not even arguable. Everyone will tell you that. So that's up there. But yeah, winning a championship, it's more than just one player. It would help if James played really well and they didn't win a championship. It's unfortunate that not winning a championship coincides with him playing miserably in most elimination games.
Yep. All right. We appreciate it. Stafford, anybody else? Come on in. 713-780. See, that's how it's done. How Stafford does it. That's exactly how it's done. He says his piece, brings it to the table, and then we go. Let's go. If you got something you want to bring to the table, 713-780-3776. Lance, you were just talking about it. Getting those Rockets tickets, how easy is it?
It's really easy. All you have to do, well, one of the ways, this is kind of up to you, but one of the ways that you can do it is by looking at season tickets next year. They have a bunch of different types of packages to fit whatever it is that you're looking for. So if you're looking to secure your Rockets playoff tickets, if you want a chance to get access to those season tickets or those playoff tickets this year, and they're red hot right now, you can take a look at getting a season ticket membership, a Rockets season ticket membership for 26 and 27. As a Forever Red member, you're going to get the best seats at the best prices. They've got a ton of different exclusive benefits and events that are going on all year long. So a lot of things that will be available to you that are not going to be available to the general public. Feel the energy and be part of it every single day. It takes all of us all season long. Get started today at rockets.com/radio. Just go right now. Go take a look and see if there is a ticket package that really benefits what you're looking for. It's rockets.com/radio.
You're listening to John and Lance.
Broadcasting live from the Huntington Bank Studios, here's John Granado and Lance Zierlein.
We had this discussion last night. The Connor Griffin, for those of you who don't know who Connor Griffin is, he is a phenom shortstop for the Pirates. He just came up. He's got a 535 OPS, 17 at-bats. He's got 3 hits, 1 double, 2 singles.
I think he got a hit in his very first at-bat, and everyone was like, oh, here we go. Look out, guys.
And he's got a 300 on base and a 235 slugging. So he's off to a slow start.
He's 19 years. He's 19 years old.
Yeah,
he's extremely young.
They signed him yesterday to a 9-year, $140 million deal.
Yeah.
So if you break it down, first of all, there's a lot of variables. In 3 years, what would he get as a first-year arbitration guy?
Probably
4, 5, maybe if he's really good,
yeah.
6, 5, 6. Yeah. What's the second year?
Yeah.
12, maybe 11.
Uh-huh.
And then 25 possibly or more, depending. In 5, 6 years, who knows what that'll be. But it's probably going to be substantial. In any case, those 3 years of arbitration will pay him 50, top 60 million, 65. But a lot of this depends on what happens with this negotiations this offseason here. So there's a lot of stuff going on with Major League Baseball it's a lot of unknowns.
Well,
there may be a cap. There may be, who knows if the arbitration case is going to happen.
There may be a cap.
We don't know. Whatever happens.
Come on. I know we don't know because there's going to be a collective bargaining, but I don't see a cap.
Well, maybe a soft cap with a floor is a possibility.
Yeah, but
because there's too many teams out there that are just taking
this is
money.
this is a really substantial move.
Right. But let's not get into that.
Yeah.
Connor Griffin signing is this an approach?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, for the team and for Connor. For the team, you get an extra 3 years for about $80 million. You get an extra. You got the guy locked up for 9 years for about $80 million more.
You're counting the.
Well, he'd get maybe 60. He's getting minimum $1 million.
You're
something
counting the
now.
extra that he's getting on those arbitrations.
Say it's about $75
every year
million.
leading up to arbitration.
It's gonna. Pardon me?
You're counting every year he gets leading up to arbitration?
Well, I'm counting every year, yes. Then it's minimal what he's getting now for the first 3 years, and then it's going to be, let's say, if he's good, it's going to be $60 million or more in that neighborhood for the arbitration years.
This is a monster story, and the reason it's a monster story is because a low market team has figured out the only way that we can keep one of our players beyond the time frame of 6 years is to give them guaranteed money for 3 extra, basically guarantee their entire contract, and that includes 3 additional years.
3 additional years get out of it. Is it worth it?
I don't know. We'll find out. The answer, we don't have the answer yet.
You're taking a chance. First, the kid is probably going to be really good.
You can't do this more than one player.
Yeah. But you got Skeens, and you got.
Right. Skeens is taking that deal.
Yeah. I don't know. We were discussing maybe the agent maybe left some money on the table.
Does it let you take an aggressive? Well, yeah. No, of course. Like that's a. Are you leaving money on the table? Yes, if you're an awesome player, for sure you're leaving money on the table. But, this John Singleton, he didn't sign a deal like this, but John Singleton said, I'll take my money up front. Yeah. Now, he was a bona fide weed head, but at the same time, allegedly, and I don't even think that's alleged.
Jordan did it. Jordan took an extra.
Jordan did, but not this. Not this right out of the gate.
And here's the deal is you got to know 17 at-bats in that this guy is somebody that you want to attach yourself to for $140 million.
It's a huge risk, though. Injuries, like all of that's guaranteed.
Everything.
A baseball contract's guaranteed. But at the same time, this may be the only way the Pirates can do it. And does this allow the Pirates maybe to take an aggressive stance on Skeens and trying to get a deal with him and say, you know what? I still don't think Skeens stays, but do you maybe say, hey, we got this guy locked up. That'll look good to Paul, and we will try and go after Paul Skeens now, and we actually feel like we're going to save money on Connor Griffin in the long term, but we have to risk it in the short term. And if you're Connor Griffin, you're just saying, yeah, I mean, I could have gotten a free agency 3 years earlier. This is a pretty good payday, but not what I would have gotten on the open market. More than likely, I would have gotten more on the open market.
In 6 years, what is the max going to be?
However,
right now, Kyle Tucker took a $60 million a year deal.
Yeah, but however,
Yeah.
he and his family and his future family are set for life. So this deal has made it to where he'll never have to work a day in his life again.
Yeah.
I mean, it's now we're just talking numbers. Once you get beyond 140 million, all we're talking about is numbers. It's you left 80 million. Oh, it's 80 million. I'll never get to. It's 80 million my grandkids won't see or something like that.
Right.
Maybe grandkids, maybe grandkids, and they're probably not even the Earth's probably not even in existence then. So I'm not going to.
And he still gets the free agency under 30.
Yeah, he still gets the free agency in 28. Like to me, you almost have to take this deal. Do you want to be in Pittsburgh that long?
Well, that's the question. How much you losing?
Well,
do
you know what you do? You fire whoever your agent is, and you hire David Mulgeta.
Well,
and you move forward from there.
Then you get out.
You get him to get you out of there. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there a chance? I mean, we have baseball players who go in like football players and say, I'm not showing up. You guys aren't paying me enough.
Oh yeah, we've had that. I have to think about it, but yeah,
I don't remember it.
Well, it's usually not that I'm not. They usually don't try to they don't rework contracts. So usually it is you just don't want to be there anymore.
Well, but I don't remember it actually. If you even through the arbitration years, guys stay. Yeah, it's not like football where you signed a deal and you're like, I want you to rip this up and do a new one.
No, I don't think it's that.
Because football is different actually where they could cut you and not pay you.
Yeah, I don't think it's that, John. I think it's I don't want to be here anymore. I want to go somewhere where I can win.
Right, but I don't remember.
Didn't Bryce Harper do that previously, but not with the Phillies?
No, I think he left when he left.
I'll have to check, but I'm almost positive we've seen some of that stuff before.
Well, yeah, maybe. But is this something an approach? The Astros have taken it. They took it with Bregman. They took it with Altuve. They took it with Jordan. This is a way that you can avoid just having a guy for 6 years like the Astros have had.
Yeah.
This is a way. But you got to know that guy.
It's super dangerous.
Yeah.
I mean, it's such a – the Astros do it once they know you're really good. Once you've proven you're really good,
yes,
they'll try to buy on some extra years.
Well, Bregman was just a year in.
Yeah, but he played at LSU. He was older. This kid's 19.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bregman, you knew, and I think he was 2 years in. I think it was after.
It might have been 2 years in.
Right. It was after 17 because 16 was his rookie year, then 17. So I think Breggy was after. And you only bought, 2 years? 2
years in.
This is buying three extra years.
You bought an extra 2.
Yeah. This is a way more financially risky thing.
Yep.
So Nolan Arenado publicly sparring with the Rockies organization over a perceived lack of team investment in the team and the trading of his friends. He grinned happy, ultimately forced a trade to the St. Louis Cardinals, waived his no-trade clause. Tom Seaver in 77. Ken Griffey Jr. did it. You remember that one. Ken Griffey Jr. Created a huge stink in Seattle and said basically the only place he would go is Cincinnati, and then he was never that great in Cincinnati. Honestly, he was pretty good, but never great. Kurt Flood, but Ricky Henderson had 2 situations like that. They said he tried. Ricky, Manny Ramirez expressed reluctance to play due to conflicts with management. A-Rod with the Rangers. The team couldn't build a contender. He was eventually traded to the Yankees to relieve the financial burden.
Yeah, I guess it happened. It happened.
It happened some.
Yep.
Not as much.
Well,
like Dexter Lawrence.
This is a spot where that would happen because Pittsburgh's never going to win.
Yeah, well, exactly. But like Dexter Lawrence, for example, who came out and requested a trade, John Harbaugh came right out and said, this is a financial deal. It's business. We understand it. He's going to be here. He wants to be here. We want him to be here. So that whole requesting a trade and us talking about the Texans with Dexter Lawrence, that's just he wants a new contract. That's all that is.
Well, that's all right. Give him a new contract.
Yeah. So it's not like
Cal. Hannah, give him a new contract.
Well, no, he wants a new contract from his team.
Well, he wants it from the Texans, actually.
Well, would you be willing? They want 3 1s. Are you willing to give up 3 1s?
They want 3 1s for Dexter Lawrence?
Yep.
Okay. Wait by the phone. We'll call you.
Okay,
Get
that's what I'm
out of
saying.
here with 3 ones.
That's what I'm saying. I just
Ain't
made
giving
that
you
up, but
3
still.
ones.
I made it up, but still. They're not trading him. Harbaugh said he's not going anywhere. It's business. We'll figure it out.
Oh, you don't. Okay, you just got there. You don't know much about these negotiation things.
I think Harbaugh's been told he wants a new contract.
Well,
it's
okay.
the first time he's seen
new
this.
there. He doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, he's barely coached.
Yeah, he doesn't know what's going on.
You
in
don't
the
know how
NFL
this
right
works,
now.
John.
Right. I know how it works. At 713-780-3776, you calling in. I like the Connor Griffin thing. I kind of like it for both sides, but I wish the Astros would do more of that. If they find somebody, you know what? Give them
Cam
that
Smith.
deal.
Do you wish Cam Smith had 140 million, 110 million?
Slow down.
110 million, 9 years.
Slow
I'm just
down.
asking. That's not even 9 years, 110 million. Would
Wait
you
a
have liked
minute.
if they did that?
This version of Cam Smith, 3
No,
home
when he
runs,
first-
6
Oh, yeah.
RBIs.
When he first started.
Let's do that.
900 OPS.
9. How many years again?
Give him
9 years.
9 years.
Cam is a little older, so he would be 32. So maybe Cam would like a shorter deal than that. But
I mean, this
Okay,
is
we
a
ain't
19-year-old.
Wait, why do we have to give you a shorter deal? You're
'Cause
going to
I'm
be
not
here for a
19.
shorter deal
You probably-
already.
because I'm
cut-
not 19.
You couldn't have convinced Connor Griffin's agent to do it if you were 23 years old, 22 years old. At 19, you can say, yeah, we get the free agency again at 28.
Yeah, and I got 140 guaranteed? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. 713-780-3776. I got a plan for you to make some money. It's go to the Golden Nugget, Lake Charles. Okay? It saves you money, first of all, not having to fly to Vegas. You not having all the time that it takes to go there. The expense that it takes to go there with the plane, and then the hotel, how much ever that is. You don't have that much time, actually. How much time do you want to spend? You want to go to Vegas for a day? No. You can do that at Lake Charles. You can go for a day. You can do that, right? You can go just for one night. You can do that 2 nights, whatever. You can do that. And listen, that's not a major commitment. It's a tank of gas is all you're committing to this thing. So it's awesome. You've got the DraftKings Sportsbook. You got nightclub, the Blue Martini. It's wonderful. 12 restaurants, pool, golf. What more do you possibly need? Get some buddies to get together and let's go. Let's take a little trip to Lake Charles. It can't be much easier. How easy are they making it on you? Just 2 hours and 15 minutes down the road. Let's get there. Let's play. You're looking to play. No reason to spend all that money and time getting to Vegas. You got it right here in Lake Charles. GoldenNuggetLC.com. GoldenNuggetLC.com.
You're listening to John and Lance.
Broadcasting live from the Huntington Bank Studios, here's John Granado and Lance Zierlein.
All right, welcome back here. ESPN 97.5, 713-780-3776. There's something that's been bothering you. Let's go. Get in here. Get in here, and if you're looking for, let's a conversation about anything, about your Astros, they have regressed to the mean. The pitching isn't great. The hitting is cool. That cooled off a little bit for them. So, 3 hits last night. Not good. Mike Burrows gave up 3 earned runs in Colorado in 5 1/3. It's meh. He was meh. He just got waylaid by Castro. He just destroyed him. Willie Castro just said, "You're my biat tonight, Mike Burrows," and he was. It was ugly. And the Astros lose. They didn't have a fighting chance last night. Isaac Paredes was back. That was nice. Got a hit. Carlos sat. There's a way to get Isaac in on a daily basis, and Joe worked that up, but they didn't look good last night. They got to salvage a game. It sucks when you say that. And Christian Javier's on the mound this afternoon. That's dangerous.
How many runs do they have to
neighborhood
score
right now?
How many runs do they have to score for you to feel safe? Like, what's the number right now going in? I say if they score 8, do you feel good?
If they score 8, the Astros win the game.
Comfortably?
Probably. I'm not putting, what are the odds? I'm going to say the Astros are 170 favorites if they score 8 runs.
Oh, higher than that.
With Javier in Colorado?
Well, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, you can get him out of there by 5.
Yeah, but who do you go to?
Ryan Weiss, he gets everyone
wait,
out.
5?
We go
5?
Ryan Weiss and we close with Abreu.
Ryan Weiss threw 80 pitches the other night. He's out.
Oh, you go Javier for 7. You go Ryan Weiss
Threw
set up man, and
37,
you go
but
Brian.
It seemed like 80.
And then you go Brian Weiss set up man, and you go Abreu closer. What's the
Well,
problem
what's-
here?
and
What
throwing
exactly is the
blue
Oh,
problem?
now
too,
they're. You
I
know what?
guess.
They're not the favorite at 8 runs anymore.
No, they're not.
They're not. No, you want to put those? Why don't you put Ruttery in? Okay. Oh my God.
Well, Weiss has 11 strikeouts already, though.
How many runs has he given up?
Just a
few, huh?
Couple.
Yeah.
This is no
Well,
name.
that was all the other night.
This no name. I can't recognize any of these guys by face bullpen. It's
De Los
disturbing
Santos
me.
hasn't given up
Look,
anything.
It's disturbing. Oh, Kurt, Roa, Tang, Weiss. Yuck.
Highway Ting. Okay.
Ugh.
Hey, we got some Asian pitching now.
We do, finally.
Yeah. Well, it's about damn time. Oh, what did the Dodgers do with Asian pitching? Win a title.
That's
You
right.
tried to push back when I kept telling you how important Yamamoto was.
Oh,
Now all of a
he's all
sudden,
right.
now all of a sudden
Now
it
you got
matters.
Shohei.
Now all of a sudden it matters. The Asian pitching stuff matters now.
Oh,
all of a sudden.
Did you see Imai? That Bugs Bunny stuff he's got going on? Yeah. I mean,
What's that
ball-
mean? Bugs Bunny stuff.
I guess
Did you ever see Bugs Bunny pitch?
where
Oh, yeah. He had a lot of movement on his pitches.
He had
Yeah.
all kinds of movement.
Yeah, and he also, his delivery was he changed pace of his delivery where
Yeah.
you couldn't really get a beat on him.
Well, he kind of floated in the air sometimes all the way to the
And
to
the toes will ping, ping, ping,
batter.
ping, 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 while he's up in the air.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like you could have called a balk on him several times.
Yeah, I think that is fair. Yeah, your boy Ryan, John, it is pretty much just one. It was just one. I mean, okay. He pitched an inning, gave up 2 hits and a run in the very first outing he made. But
Then-
after that, it was 2 innings and 3 strikeouts, no runs. Then it was 3 innings, 3 hits, 2 strikeouts, no runs. It's
Yeah.
just pretty much just the Colorado.
Just the
ass kick.
Colorado thing.
2 2/3, 8 hits, 7 or 6 earned runs, a home run. That's pretty much it.
Now it's a little different with Abreu. It's every outing.
It's been every
he's-
outing, all 4
every
outings.
outing he's a
all 4 outings, not so good.
23 ERA. 23
What is Christian Javier goes tonight, right? So
today.
I'm curious what this line looks like because Christian Javier has been hot booty juice the whole of his 2 games.
You
I
just
haven't seen
referred
him.
to a grown man as hot booty juice.
Well, I feel like it was accurate too. And yet the Astros are a 151 favorite. The over-under is 11.5.
11.5.
Yes, sir.
I've given that. I would have thought Colorado was an 11.
The
They're
Rockies,
under over.
the Rockies' total runs scored. This feels like somebody wants you to win all the money you can. 4.5. I mean, it should be 4.5 for the first 5 innings. With Javier on the mound.
Somehow, the Astros face a guy with a higher ERA than Javier. Michael Lorenzen
My
has
goodness,
been,
and it's only 11.5.
has been even hotter booty juice, as Lance would say, than
Hot
Javier.
booty squirt.
Wow. Booty
man.
squirt.
Yeah.
This is a tough night.
Michael Lorenzen from the White Sox is now there.
Yes,
Okay.
and he has been bad.
No one knew that. It was impossible to know where he
No,
went.
I found it on ESPN, but to your
He's
point,
giving you a
who would know
tiger?
without looking it up?
The Tiger and Dante Culpepper, where he's giving
The
you,
roll on?
Yeah.
Get your roll on?
That's men around bases. We, he,
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, this could be
yeah.
a longer game than most with these two out there.
Even with the pitch clock, this could go about 3.5
Uh-huh.
or more. 3:40. Yeah.
So it's a getaway game, so they play in the afternoon, but that doesn't mean they're going to get out of there early.
No,
no.
it's a
They're
2:10 start.
They're still going to get in Seattle about 3 in the morning. Yeah, they got the day off tomorrow, but they got to spend it in Seattle. Wow, that just sucks for them. That
Is
sucks.
Seattle a bad place to spend a day?
No, it's all right.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. It's still you're getting so late.
Well, no, they got a day game, but it's a Javier and Lorenzen day game.
Yeah, so they could still get in at like 1.
That's what I said. 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. So it's not a day game. Not really.
Not really. Did they figure that in?
If it goes to what?
Did they figure that?
It starts at
in?
1 o'clock, right?
2:10.
2:10. Oh, 2:10 our time?
Our time, yeah.
Oh, they're not going to. Oh God, the game. So they're out of the. Now they don't mess around whenever they have getaway games. So they'll be out of there as quickly as they can. But still, at 2:10, so the game goes, let's say, until 5:45 in the morning. I mean, I'm sorry, in the afternoon. 5:45 in the afternoon, minimum. Then
They
you got
gain
an hour
going to Seattle though.
an hour afterwards at 6:45, and then you get to the airport at what 7? You get on the plane to leave at 7:45. Yeah, I mean they'll get in with enough time. I guess that's not a big deal.
Yeah, and then they got a day off.
By the way, did you see that baseball fight yesterday? Kind of.
Yeah. I mean, and it was kind of crazy. Well, after he homered off of him, Lopez threw behind him.
Yeah, and Soler came out to the
Yeah,
mound.
Soler said.
So
"Man, what?"
how it went is Soler hit a home run in the first. Then he threw behind him.
Then he stunned it
I
on
think
the
he hit
hose.
him and then he threw behind him.
Yeah.
That was
Double bubble.
Yeah, and then they had the confrontation
Yeah.
where,
Soler's probably not happy about the first one, and the second one just wasn't going to stand.
and
That's
then
just that.
Lopez did not let go of the baseball when he was swinging
And he
at
hit him in the
No.
face with
Yeah.
a
or
punch.
his glove.
Yeah,
Or his glove. That was crazy. He's fighting him with his glove and the baseball. Didn't
ain't
make
no
sense.
rules, right? In the fight,
No.
you
No.
win by any means necessary.
No. All right, that was that, and they were throwing haymakers too. It was pretty good. 713-780-3776. You guys want to get in? You're more than welcome. We're 1 hour in, 2 to go. 713-780-3776. I'm watching. Listen. Blummer is awesome. He really is. And Jim DeShays going to Chicago was a bit of a loss. There was a foul ball, and this guy that's got to be 350 or more kind of fell down as he was trying to get the foul ball, and it was a full moon. His pants fell, and he was all out exposed for everybody. And DeShays goes, "Ooh, wow, ooh, everybody okay down there?" And John Sciambi couldn't talk. He couldn't talk afterwards to give the rest of the play-by-play.
So he didn't say
porky, hog, fat ass, double wide, butterball.
DeShays is one. His biting sense of humor is second to none.
He's great.
He is great.
He's great. We've been pretty lucky to have some great baseball guys here.
Mm-hmm.
Announcers, play-by-play, and color commentators, and especially on TV stuff, it's been great. Are you a little worried about your guy Mike Burrows? You sold us on this Burrows Cy Young run, and he's
Cy Burrows, I think he's
Cy Burrows, and it's
Cy
been
Burrows.
three
No, I'm not worried about him.
pretty
I'm not worried about it at all.
disappointing games.
He gave up 3 runs in 5 1/3, and he gave up
8 hits.
He had a disappointing outing in his first outing, that's for sure.
Well, it's
But
not.
it was his first outing.
Well, he made a comment that he's just off. Did
he call himself Hot Booty Juice?
No, because he's not
Okay.
being hot booty juice. But
Okay.
here's exactly what he said. He said, He made a comment.
He's not off to a great start, but wasn't Bregman 0 for 52?
I'm a little crossfire right now, whatever that means.
I don't know what that means. I mean,
Another troubling start for Mike Burrows and Houston Astros. I'm a little crossfire right now, is what he said. And he goes on. Let me see if Booty Juice is in here. He says, I think I'm a little crossfire right now. Blanket statement, but yeah, just kind of doing some stuff that I wasn't doing this spring. I'll have to dive into it further. But for right now, that's what I just feel like is happening.
Listen, when you're facing the Angels, the Red Sox, and the Rockies,
It's tough. I know.
I mean,
There's a combined like 7 wins between those teams.
well, but 6 of them will come against you.
Yeah, I know.
So
Yeah.
So you know what? He's 3 starts in. Let's slow down. I'm telling you, the dude has stuff, and he's going to be just fine.
we have to slow down, but you were calling him Cy Burrows before he ever had a start with the Astros.
Let's watch and see if he isn't Garrett Cole. Okay.
He does have 15 strikeouts.
Yeah. Well, he only had 3 last night. But
Yeah.
I mean, his
fastball was slower. I'm reading
He's-
the metrics on this. He threw no sinkers, so obviously he doesn't believe in his sinker now because he had been, and so I think he got away from a pitch he thinks hasn't been effective. He was a 1 mile an hour slower than what he was the first 2 starts on his 4-seam fastball. Don't know that has anything to do with Colorado. Maybe just one of those things. 8 of 19 balls the Rockies put into play were hit hard. So from an analytics standpoint, it was not a very good game for him yesterday. Like for the telltale stuff they look for.
No,
Like
hadn't
the
been great.
Astros look
Hadn't
for.
been great. It just hasn't. So no, and one of the hardest. Walker made it. I mean,
What does that mean?
Adam?
Crossfire in his delivery. See, maybe thrown across his body
Maybe.
because he said, I think that's what it is. Because he said he's trying to clean up an issue with being crossfire in his delivery and being more direct to the plate. Perhaps offering a blueprint to follow. I'm going to break some of that stuff down when I have time today. See if I can figure out what's going on with them.
Well,
see if I can get them fixed.
I'd rather have the law firm looking at him, but okay.
Well, there's only one guy.
Well, it's now Miller, and Miller.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
It's kind of like Jim Adler. You
Yeah.
say, wait a minute, that doesn't look like Jim Adler. That's his son
Yeah.
on the commercials. That's Miller. Hey, is that Miller? No, that's the other Miller. What was that show with Joel Edgerton where there was multiple Joel Edgertons on Apple TV that we liked, El? John, you watch it too, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I saw a preview. It's coming back here soon. What's
Yeah,
it called?
remember where he was going different versions
Apple
of him?
TV show.
Remember he was going back in time, or he wasn't going back in time. He could go in and he'd come out at some other time in his life, and there'd be another Joel Edgerton running around trying to bleep his wife.
Because that guy lost the wife. Either she died or the relationship didn't work out. It is called Dark Matter.
Dark Matter, yeah, that's it.
where one Joel Edgerton sent the other Joel Edgerton to a different dimension because that Joel Edgerton wanted to be in a happy marriage.
He's like, yeah, I like this. I'm gonna get it with your wife.
Oh, I think because the kid might have died in one of them, and something like
don't
that.
It was a good show.
this.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Dark. It came out 2 years ago, of course. It'll be back here.
I don't think I watched it. I think I watched like the first episode and then
Oh no, it was a good show.
I just shut
It's
it
a good
down.
sci-fi show. I know what you hated. I already know you hated it without you even if you haven't seen it, you'll hate it. But I actually kind of liked it. It's a simple movie, but I thought Train Dreams was pretty good.
Train Dreams was just dragged. I didn't know I didn't understand.
It
the
doesn't
purpose
have
of
a
it.
lot of. It doesn't. It's not trying to. It's
No.
just one man's.
But
It's just one
it's
man's
just-
journey that's kind of that stretches over time. It talks about. It
But I
basically
didn't
shows you
understand
that.
the purpose of it.
Well, the purpose is not supposed to be wide ranging. It's
It
just
didn't tell me. All it told me was about one guy who.
yeah.
Yeah.
Into his life and how the
His
life
life.
stretches out and how
Well, let's do a movie on
you have to
your life or
appreciate
my
your
life. We'll do a movie on your
No,
life where
this
you're
is-
riding around on your
this
little
is meant
scooter.
to be. It's meant to be simple. It's meant to look at one man's life. It's not meant to be where a bunch of Nazis shoot at somebody and then a guy gets trapped in a basement and then a warrior comes out with a samurai sword. It's just him. You know, there
Were
was
there
a
dragons in it? No.
no dragons. It's a
Okay,
simple
then I'm
story
out.
about pain and emotional loss and it's
It's a white bummer movie, John.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's really what it
No,
was.
I watched it.
It's really
And
what
at
it was.
the end, I said, "Why? Why
It's-
did I
it's-
watch this?"
And I knew you hated it, and you know what?
No,
That's
I
why
didn't
you
hate it. I just
You said,
was
"Why
like,
did
when
I
is-"
watch this?
All I asked was, "When is something going to happen?"
Why did I watch this? Oh, his people getting burned up in a fire is not something happening, or somebody getting thrown off of a Chinese a railroad worker getting thrown off of a bridge.
Yeah,
Is
and then,
not something happening.
well, then how was he sitting at the campfire with him if he got thrown over a bridge and died?
Was that real, John?
Okay,
Or is that his
stop
imagination?
imagining Asian people
I'm sorry,
at your
it was
campfire
written by people
when he
in
doesn't
Houston.
even when he's
Oh,
dead.
Maybe the listeners listen to our show since they're from Houston. The guys who wrote it. How do you know they're not listeners, dummy?
Oh. Well, then maybe they should do a movie about
Shut
me
up,
or
you stupid ass.
or Dell.
Shut up, you dummy.
Okay, maybe they should do a
we
movie
almost
about
had,
Dell.
We almost had an incident that could have been for me in my neighborhood that could have been screenplay worthy. So
Jogging in a hoodie?
no,
Something
not
dangerous
it
like
wasn't
that?
Trayvon, but I would have been the aggressor in this situation. So it's about dusk. So you might see shadows when you're walking when you're looking outside. So I'm walking up to the kitchen and I just happened to gaze through the window above my my front door and I thought I see something. So I pause and then I look out and I go, there's some kid. You could tell by the dopey haircut and walking around in his pajamas outside that it's a teenager. And he's walking three dogs and he's paused for a little bit and then I take a closer look and he's allowing one of his dogs to take a deuce in my yard.
Yeah, that ain't no good. That's no good.
And he
you got
doesn't-
that bag?
No,
You got that bag, sir?
no, he did not have a bag. So I go, okay. Normally I'm a live and let live guy. I don't really get agitated by things, but this one struck me for whatever reason. Because I watch him and he's just hanging out and he sees the dog do it and doesn't have anything to pick it up. So
You have to start looking. If you see it happening, you have to start even pretend like you're looking around for
See
a bag
something,
and checking your
say
pockets.
something.
He didn't even pretend like he was going to pick it up. That he knew he was taking the dogs out to do that, and he didn't even care. So I don't have my shirt on, so I run back to my room to get my shirt on because we're going to have a conversation. Hey, pick that up. By the time I go to my room, throw on a shirt, he's gone. I don't know where he is. So, do you think I got in my car?
Oh, my God,
Started
Karen.
to start to drive
Karen
around?
Olalea.
Do you think I got in my car and started to drive
No,
around?
I don't think so. That would have taken
Well-
too much effort.
Well, I did because I don't know where he went. I was like, hold on. This isn't going to stand. I got to find this kid. I did not find him, thankfully for myself, because who knows what happens after that. But will I be waiting? I was like, don't people normally walk their dogs at the same time? Will I be waiting around at about 7:30 tonight, seeing if that kid's walking his dog, just to have a conversation? Yes, I will.
How did going to get your shirt? You absolutely
He
lost
disappeared.
this kid in the neighborhood.
He must be a house down. He must have already got back in the house. So it has to be at least no more than 2 houses away from me. He was already disappeared back inside.
See, now that would have been a better movie than Train Dreams.
If I would have caught him.
Train Dreams is considered you usually can read. It's
Oh, what
called
did
a
it
work
win?
of art.
What did it win?
Was nominated for an Oscar. It's
Yeah,
an
did it
acclaimed
win?
American period
No.
drama film written and directed by Clint Bitley and Greg Quadar from Texas, based on a novella of the same name. The film, which is streaming, was widely recognized as a staggering work of art, except by simpletons in Los Angeles who said, nothing's happening, this is dumb.
So he's called you a dummy and a
Yeah,
simpleton.
he doesn't have. He just wants to just quit on Joel Edgerton. He quits
I'm okay
everything.
with it, Del.
Joel
Del, I'm all
Edgerton.
right with it.
Well, it's very insulting.
Right,
Well,
Ted?
he quits on everything
Nothing
Joel Edgerton
insults me.
does.
Best,
Nothing
it was
insults me.
nominated for Best Picture, Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Cinematography.
I guess that's not good
Best
enough.
Original Song.
Yeah.
But as John
I guess
says,
that's not good
did
enough.
it win?
Did it have dragons? He asked.
Well, I think he was just kidding, but he didn't find it entertaining.
Did it
that's
have
all.
dwarves
No.
with hairy feet?
Definitely not. He would have loved it.
No. Did not have
Did it have
one.
orcs?
Not one orc. Not one hobbit. Nothing. Okay.
Oh, never mind. They're from Dallas and Austin.
Oh, look
I don't
at
care
you
about these
now.
guys.
Oh, now. Okay.
Move on to the next one. Train Dreams is slow. It took forever for anything to happen. Spoiler alert: everyone in He Loves burns in a fire.
Oh,
Next story.
Yeah.
Dallas
Nice job,
and Austin.
Dallas
Could it
and
be
Austin.
worse than that combination?
See?
I'd rather have been San Antonio on like the valley somewhere.
You see?
Nuevo
That's what I'm
Laredo and Marfa.
Right. All right. Let's
Dallas and Austin couldn't have been a worse director,
Yeah,
worse
thank you.
combination for directors.
Thank you. All right. Let's talk a little
Sponsored
Green
by
Street
Kombucha.
now.
Hey, let's talk about Tom's Watch Bar at Green Street. That's where you watch your, for example, Por ejemplo, Rockets games. I'm sorry, Houston Pro Sports Teams games. You've got regular season games. You've got playoff games. Every Friday and Saturday, they're throwing big parties, right? Friday and Saturday, when you have a home game, basketball, baseball, whatever the case may be, big parties, DJs, they're doing giveaways, they have themed cocktails. They're making it a big party. Now, here's the little dirty little secret. 7 days a week, they're available for you to watch your favorite sporting event. 65 televisions in there. You're not going to miss anything. You got a couple different games you want to watch, perfect spot to go in. You can get multiple games on there on all your televisions. You got a great food and bar menu, and you can park free. So here's the thing. You park at Green Street, you get validated from Tom's Watch Bar, and you're good to go. Downtown parking is not free anywhere. It's hard to find a spot. But at Tom's Watch Bar, you're ready to go because you park at Green Street. It's absolutely free. Head on over to the games. You walk over to the games. You come back, and you post game and enjoy your victory at Tom's Watch Bar. Great place to catch a game. Great place for food, beverages, and fun. Make it happen at Tom's Watch Bar.
You're listening to John and Lance.
Broadcasting live from the Huntington Bank Studios, here's John Granado and Lance Zierlein.
Okay, welcome back. 713-780-3776. Let's go get in here. What did you want to talk about? The Rockets looked like crap to start the game. Came back in the second quarter, making a 1-point game at half. Even third quarter, and then the Rockets pulled away. So after the game, Amen, and actually KD said it was all because of Alpi that they won that game last night. His numbers weren't great, but his fourth quarter and the stuff that he did in that he had 14 rebounds, 6 assists. He did have 6 turnovers because that's Alpi being Alpi. But he wasn't. I mean, he only scored 12 points. He was 5 of 15 from the field. But there's, after the game, Kevin Durant said it was because of Alpi we won that game.
Yeah, what got into you all in that fourth quarter?
I mean, we moved the basketball. Alpi was incredible. He got us going, and we fed off his energy. He was the source in the fourth quarter. It's the reason why we won the game. He was passing. Guys were cutting off of him. He was getting whatever he wanted in the post and at the elbow. It's a great team win.
And then there was an exchange in the locker room where this team, I don't know, do you get the feel? I'm getting the feeling that they're tighter now, a closer knit unit than they were.
It's hard to tell. I mean, everyone's in a better mood when you're winning, and everyone gets in a foul mood. It's hard to say. Like, can that happen in 10 days? All of a sudden you get tight?
They did have a team meeting that appears to have gone pretty well.
Yeah, but hadn't they had one previously or after the All-Star break, or no? Maybe not.
No,
maybe not.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, maybe not. I thought, well, no, it wasn't a team meeting. It was a Rockets meeting where it was like people, I guess it was reported that maybe they told Kevin Durant to stay off his phone or something like that. Not the players, not the team, but maybe this is, maybe, who knows? Maybe it did help. Maybe it did squash some stuff. Who knows?
Well, Amen was being interviewed, and Alpi is right next to him. His locker's right next to him. Alpi's getting dressed.
They love each other.
While Amen is doing the interview. Here is asked about, Alpi as well. Here's what Amen and Alpi chimes in as well here in this interview.
I got to start. I just saw you hugging Jalen Green. You guys were going at it the whole game. What was that conversation like?
That's my brother, man. I love that guy. Just competitive nature, that's what a practice looks like. So I was telling him, he gained some weight. He still can't bump with me. So
The Suns led by as many as 21. How did you all come back and get this win?
We persevered, man. We knew that 4 quarters, we turned it up, and we locked in. That was a great win.
You were scoring, defending, rebounding, facilitating, and trash talking. What was your favorite part of your game tonight, personally?
Probably the dunk. I didn't think I was going to. When I came down the middle, I didn't think I was going to be able to do that.
There was a lot of storylines in this game. The first time Kevin's been back in Phoenix, Jalen Green playing you guys for the first time, and, of course, Dylan Brooks was Dylan. JG! Are we going to have Jalen?
Okay, that was not the one that I had. I don't know why that one came up when I put in the other one, except it's the same one now.
Jalen gave you a
No, this one's different, though.
Jalen Green, by the way, a sweet 5 for 14, 1 assist, 3 turnovers.
Yeah. Jalen was really excited, but there was trash talking going on, and I put it in the right one, Del. It's underneath. I put it underneath the – that's the right one right there. Anyway, that was a nice win. You had Dylan Brooks, who was able to play. He wasn't great last night, and Jalen, first time he was able to play against the Rockets, his first, and he was probably a little bit excited about that, about going against the Rockets. He wasn't great. They jumped out. Rockets came back. The Rockets don't seem to have any issues with falling behind. Lately anyway, they're playing bad teams, so it's hard to tell. But they don't. It is a little troubling how they fall behind and have to play catch up But they did it right away. I mean, by half it was a 1-point game, so it wasn't like it got away for up until the end. So, but it appears to be a tight knit group. I mean, they seem to be.
What happens if they have a 2-game losing streak? Are they still tight?
Yeah, I think so.
Are you basing it on anything? I mean, everything has been a win since the team meeting, so they're not really facing. I mean, being down 21, that's adversity, but not like extended adversity where how do we get out of this 3-game losing streak? That's how I rate.
Well,
the recency stuff, I don't buy into all that high, low, like over an extended period of time. Look, Jalen Green just right there was talking about, that's my brother. You're about to show me. I'm sure I didn't hear this, but I bet you something very positive between Alpi and Amen, right? It's going to be something where they're close, they're tight, I bet.
Yes.
Well,
yeah. That's not a surprise because everyone outside of KD was very tight last year. They were a very tight group.
Yeah.
They grew up together. So that's not a surprise to me. I want to know if KD's in the mix. I want to know if you think he goes out and like, hey, guys, let's just go get some burgers together.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't think he's
guys, do
that.
you like chicken, on your chicken, spicy chicken sandwich, do you like
General
Do you
Cho,
like it in the breading or do you like it with sauce?
I don't think he uses my thoughts on chicken sandwiches to bond with his teammates. I don't think he's asking, hey, do you guys want medium heat or hot?
Yeah, you don't think?
No, I don't think he's doing that.
Who wants banana pudding in a jar? Raise your hand.
Because even at that tennis thing that they were all at, well, some of them were at, KD was with his people and a woman, and the other Rockets were in a different
KD
group.
was on a date. You want them all to be hanging around?
He's an old head.
Yeah.
Like, he's a lot older than those guys. Literally like a 14-year
he-
difference between
he's
him
not
and
going to be
Ahmed.
hanging out with them.
No, he's not going to be.
He's going to wine tastings with his friends.
Well, okay, KD likes Train Dreams, and the rest of the team likes Fast and Furious 12. Okay? That's the difference.
Maybe not. That's even old for them. What's a movie now? No, they like JJK. Jujutsu Kaisen. That's what they like.
Mortal Kombat.
They're watching what Madi and Alec watch, which is Jujutsu Kaisen, which is an anime show from Japan. That's probably what. I bet you they all know what that is. Not KD. I would hope KD doesn't know what that is.
KD don't know about that.
He doesn't know about that. I don't want KD to know about that. KD is somebody we would like to hang out with, probably. Like, I think I could get along with KD.
Yeah, you both don't put lotion on. You guys would bond over
Neither
that.
one of us. Both of us are ashy.
Yeah.
Although he now has a lotion company. He's a brand ambassador for them.
Is he really?
Yes.
I
Got
am
a little
not.
male pattern balding going on.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I have not had what is it called, Cetaphore or whatever. I haven't had a lotion company come to me. Todd, Brenda, if you guys
I need
can
a
call
lotion
a lotion
company.
I would love to speak for a lotion company. Yeah, you're right.
See,
Why
my
does that bother you
ankles
that
are
I don't
ashy right now.
I don't
It's
moisturize?
just two Americas. That's all. It doesn't really bother me. It just is a thing I don't do.
I should moisturize. I know, but I'm just like whatever.
You live in
Gilbert's killing me next year anyway.
You
so
live
what
in a
difference
world
does it make?
where it's not noticeable, so you decide not to do it.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you.
I mean, unless you look close enough,
Yeah,
then
if
yeah, you
someone
can see.
happened to brush against your leg for some reason, you'd see it. But you live in a world where you won't get shamed if you're a little ashy. It's not how you grew up.
Do you like Shailene Woodley?
In what way? She's fine. She's on Paradise.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah,
she's good in Paradise.
She is. She was really good in Paradise.
Yeah.
Was.
Yeah.
But
oh wow.
But if you go by the season finale, anyone could come back.
See, don't
dumb.
even talk.
That kind of pissed me off. I was like, man, they got rid of her easy. And then I was like, but maybe they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, now you can't do that.
Now you just can't.
Well, she may not come back. We don't know how it'll actually affect things, but there's a way. And they also have flashbacks, so they always bring people.
While I was
people
watching
back anyway.
Shailene Woodley give birth, I was thinking,
Was she moisturized?
Probably, but I was just thinking, you know how much this is less painful than her time with Aaron Rodgers. This preeclampsia is better than the time she spent with Aaron Rodgers, according to what she said.
The episode where she knows she's going to die, but she has to birth this child was worse than, or was better than anything she did with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. According to her.
Yeah.
She's like, it was the most traumatized. Like, apparently it was horrible being with Aaron Rodgers. She was not positive about the experience.
No one has been. His family as well.
Well, he's married.
Yeah, that's true.
And we
Jordan
don't know.
Rodgers.
He's got a wife, right, that we don't know about.
Wait.
Didn't he, get married and just didn't reveal who it was?
Did he get secret marriage?
I believe that became a story where Aaron Rodgers was married, or he said he got married.
He's married to the McAfee show, but to a person?
So a lot of people are married right now that it doesn't matter.
Oh, no, we can't talk about that. Don't do that, guys. And then he throws a little bait out there like that. Here you go, guys. Here's some chum.
All right, here's some bait. Okay, the government is baiting you. They're saying, "Hey, come get some. Let's go." The government, the government baited me. They sent me my property tax.
Oh, let me tell you something I found out yesterday. A buddy of mine who works for the Bears, we were talking, and he said he was talking about their property tax there. And I'm like, can you guys fight it? He goes, no, it's based on percentages in the township of whatever your house costs. We actually can fight it.
Wow.
They can't even fight it. He's sitting there with a $15,000 bill. He can't fight it. I'm like, we have Ownwell. We can actually fight it and win. You only pay 25% if you win the case.
Yeah. How
It's
about
88% win rate.
Well, that's why it's communism up there, and it's, we live in a capitalistic free society here in Texas, okay? Or in the state of Texas. And that's the difference. And that's why you live in Texas, because you get to fight the government, okay? And, well, you do get to, but let Ownwell do it. Don't hire a lawyer to do it. He doesn't know. He's not as good as Ownwell. That's just not, okay? It's a fact. Ownwell does this every day, has technology that is better. Ownwell will win get this. In Montgomery County, on houses $250,000 to $500,000, they win 94% of the time. 94% of the time. That's ridiculous. The government is wrong that much. They win that often. Harris County, they produce 21% to 51% higher than their competitors, okay? Double your money in Brazoria County. It's example after example after example of why Ownwell's the best. And, oh, by the way, go check out the percentage like Lance just said. See what the percentage is with Ownwell versus the other guys. And you're going to guess what you're going to do. You're going to call Ownwell. Don't wait. The deadline to protest May 15th for most counties. Save money on your property taxes with Ownwell. Sign up in less than 3 minutes at Ownwell.com. That's Ownwell.com. Let them know I sent you when you complete your sign up at Ownwell.com.
You're listening to John and Lance.
Broadcasting live from the Huntington Bank Studios, here's John Granado and Lance Zierlein.
All right, welcome back. 713-780-3776 is the number. If you want to get in here. 713-780-3776. All right. I put in my fantasy team. I don't have Scotty Scheffler this week. I just don't. I don't know you. I know you guys probably have him. I don't have him this week, and it's bothering me. I don't know where you guys got. I don't think Scotty does it. I just don't. He's not playing great. He hasn't been playing at all. So this is a big week.
First Masters since 1994 that either Tiger and or Phil weren't in it. Of course, Tiger didn't start till 97, but first Masters for 31 years that you didn't have Phil Mickelson or Tiger Woods.
Mm-hmm. Phil backed out for some reason.
They said it's family health related.
Yeah. His wife is going through a lot, but that's been,
That's a while back, though.
That's a while back, yeah.
Might be something related to that. I don't know.
Might be, yeah.
If
Hopefully
you just
not.
if you're smart, you'll just play Rory going back to back. Did you see Rory's comments about food?
No. His back has been killing. Is hurting.
I got a feeling he had a good deep tissue massage. He's ready to go.
Yeah. No, I'm not taking him or Scotty this week. How about that? That's ballsy. You want to talk about balls? Okay, that's ballsy.
There you
go. Not taking Scotty or Rory this week.
There you go. Did you see what they ask? I saw the menu for Rory.
Rory.
And Rory's comments, they said, well, you didn't put a lot of Irish stuff on there, the Irish food. He goes, yeah, because I wanted to eat.
I wanted to enjoy it.
I wanted to enjoy my food, too. Like, that is true.
There's no Irish food. What? Corned beef and cabbage?
Potatoes, corned beef, cabbage. It kind of seems limited.
My mom used to make smoked butt and cabbage. It's like, oh my God.
That sounds pretty good though if it's made right. That sounds okay.
No, smoked
You
butt.
don't like cabbage.
I don't like cabbage. There's nothing. My wife makes good cabbage. You put a lot of salt and pepper on it, and that makes anything good.
Yeah, cabbage.
But my
there's some
mom
good
didn't.
cabbage stuff.
It was terrible. It was awful. Smoked butt. I mean,
smoked pork butt? Pork butt?
Yeah.
Well, wait. They had a smoker?
No, she boiled it. It was terrible.
Oh, well, then that's not really smoked, is it?
No.
You could have just said boiled butt, which is the same thing Christian Javier's pitching is. Boiled butt.
My mom was a great cook, unless she made liver or smoked butt.
Well, liver.
I didn't understand that.
Liver is just a choice back then.
You come home from school hungry after practice, and you get home and she's cooking liver. You're like, what a day this is.
My mom would do that like once every 5 months. She'd make
liver.
But
it's good for you. It sucks. It smells.
High in iron.
It's terrible.
So high in iron.
Yeah. I don't need that iron in my life.
My kids just, here's what I used to do. Here's what we used to do. Oh, God, it sucks. You could just be pissed off, and guess what you did? You sat down and you had to just get it down. My kid's like, I just want to eat. I just want to eat. And here's what I say. I don't care. Don't eat. And then they try to wait us out till we fall asleep, and then they'll go make a frozen pizza at like midnight.
Yeah. And burn the house down.
Yeah, one of them fell asleep and just left it in there. Turned into a hockey puck.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. But, yeah, it's just to the point now where I'm just like, I almost texted you something my wife said. My wife had a quote yesterday. I'm like, I just need to text somebody this.
What?
But it can't be on the radio, so.
Okay.
I can't say it on the radio, but, yeah. She had a comment yesterday. I'm just like, I hear you, sis.
I hate that I can't say this.
I know. I just really wish this could be a topic on the radio.
Yeah.
She knows. It's always like, the show's not over yet. I might still slip up. We didn't mention yesterday Angel Reese got traded.
Yeah.
For 2 firsts.
That's crazy.
Well, she did go after the whole organization for being booty at trying to put together a winning team, even though they drafted her and that other big girl.
That other
Amorosa
big girl.
or something?
Amorosa.
What's her name?
Wow.
It's something like that. You got to search it. You don't remember.
I don't know, but I bet
She's from South Carolina, right?
Yes, it was the South Carolina big.
It's something like Amorosa. And they were both first-round picks.
I don't know.
Amorosa from the Trump thing?
No, what's something like that?
Oh.
It's something like that.
Amorosa.
It's something like that. You'll find it.
It's Cardozo.
Yeah, Cardozo. So she got traded. She got traded to, was it Detroit or Philly?
Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta. That's right.
The Atlanta Dream.
The Dream. She got traded to Atlanta for 2. Ooh, Atlanta's going to love her. For 2 first-round picks. So I guess that's a kind of a big deal.
Sure. Now.
What? She got traded to
the Fever?
Yeah.
No way.
Caitlin would not allow that.
It's like having Messi and Ronaldo on the same team. Never happening. Never happening.
They're not Messi and Ronaldo. Okay.
I'm just giving you some context of 2 stars of a league that don't particularly like each other. That's all.
Does Angel draw?
Yeah, she'll draw people in Atlanta.
People like her.
Yeah, she'll draw some.
They do.
Like, do people come from outside of the market?
What was Chicago's road numbers?
Well, no, outside of the market, I don't think she's not going to draw like Caitlin Clark. But at home, I think that's the main thing they care about is does she draw at home? That's what the team that has.
Well, but everywhere the Caitlin Clark show went, it was
and people.
That's an indicator of how you draw.
And some people didn't like the Caitlin Clark show or the type of people who supported Caitlin Clark and decided to gravitate towards Angel Reese. That's just how the internet works and people work. Hey,
right. Oh yeah, you dislike the person less than you dislike the people
who support
the person.
So
that's what everything.
So you will support another person who you believe has been downgraded by that other fan base, and that's how those battles start.
Oh no, it was. Well, Angel didn't help. First of all, by missing all those shots.
Didn't help who?
Didn't help her cause.
Well, but then people would take it. They cut videos. They do
But
people
it is
took
telling
shots.
that it is telling that they got 2 1s for her.
She's a dominant rebounder.
Yeah.
Like a dominant rebounder in that league. Yeah.
So was Moses Malone because he kept on throwing it to himself.
No, but that's not – well, I mean, there is some of that with her. She's also a dominant defensive rebounder too. Yeah. But, yes, she does pick up some offensive rebounds on misses. And I don't think it's intentional misses either. I think it's just missing.
Yeah.
I don't think she has a lot of touch around the basket.
She got better last year shooting the basketball. Yeah. And 2 first-rounders, I don't know how they're valued in the WNBA. Honestly, I just don't know, but it feels like a steep price to acquire a player. So there is when you're a double-double machine as she is, jokes aside, that tracks, that works in any level of basketball. So they made the trade.
It's funny that she, as much as critical as she was with the Chicago organization, I would think that the other teams would say, I can get her for a bargain. But that's not a bargain. That was no bargain.
And then when you have other players who play for Chicago telling stories about how they were showering next to random people because their home base was a rec center, maybe she was right to be critical of that setup. She entered the league talking about how the facilities at LSU were better than they were at Chicago, and she was right. They would practice in a place where old ladies who swim were showering in the same showers that they were.
Yeah, that's not ideal. That's not ideal.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, and they've shown some of where their weight facilities were in certain. Where was that in the Olympics?
Oh,
where they had they had like 2 kettlebells, and they're like, "Good luck, ladies."
I mean, well, we had before Gino did his thing with the South Carolina stuff. He talked about how the way the tournaments are set up are far different and far inferior when it comes to the women's tournament as opposed to the men. We had that thing back around COVID where it was more of the same with the weights, where the women had a couple free weights to train in between games or whatever, and the men had a full gym. So it's been like that in places for a while. But yeah, I forgot the player's name, but she was saying she played in Europe and played in other places. But when she got to Chicago, she's like, "Oh, hey, Wendy," and Wendy wasn't one of her teammates. It was just the lady who was there after a swim class. The shower.
Oh, hey, Wendy.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Wendy.
And it's just some lady who was
random lady.
What are you doing here? I was playing pickleball.
Yeah, I'm just getting freshened up before work. So.
Oh, cool, Wendy. Well, what did you do today? Grab those rebounds? I sure did, Wendy.
Yeah.
Well, don't forget, I'm going to bring you some of my granddaughter's pudding that she made.
I made a banana nut bread.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
That's not bad.
Did you get a lot of rebounds today?
How Wendy is 65 years old, 70 years old. She's just some old lady.
I'm assuming.
Who's out there hanging out with Chicago Sky players.
Did you guys have fun today?
Did you play that basketball that you're so fond of?
Yeah.
That you're so fond of. Yes. And we got a raise, Wendy. That's what Gloria Steinem fought for all of those years. For you to be able to make more money on the basketball hoops.
Wendy heard that and definitely said, "You go, girl."
Yes. Girl power.
Yeah.
Just like the Spice Girls.
I don't know. Well, in some ways, I guess just like the Spice Girls. But there it is. That's our WNBA segment, everyone. If you didn't know, Angel Reese, now a Atlanta Dream player.
Yeah.
Dream. I believe that's their nickname.
That's the Dream?
The Dream.
Oh, no one knew that. It was Atlanta?
Yes. Dream.
Okay.
So when you get excited about the next Reese versus Clark matchup, remember, it's Dream versus Fever.
And you can have a fever dream.
Yes. And I'm sure someone in marketing will make that a thing. A fever dream between the two. Maybe it's Ryan Rucco in the broadcast.
May help you through the night.
Yep.
Oh, dream fever.
It's Weaver, isn't it?
Not anymore.
It is.
Not anymore.
It is. It's Dream Weaver. It's not Dream Fever. Or it's a fever dream.
Okay. Let's talk IBEW. I really like this. You know, we've spoken for a lot of things over the years, but this is really cool to have a career that they get to speak for because it changes your life. Because maybe your life needs some changing. Maybe you're like, maybe you're stuck in a job and you're like, this isn't what I want to do. How about working on the electrical grid? How about getting on-the-job training while you're paid? A nationally recognized career. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 66 in Houston, want you to give them a call, want you to start a new life. They got over 4,800 members. It's a community built on craftsmanship, safety, and opportunity. It's a way for you to get some more meaningful work in your life, high wages, full family health insurance, retirement planning, and peace of mind. Okay, here's the deal. You're looking for something different. Well, why don't you see about it? 4345 Allen Genoa Road in Pasadena, or look online at ibew66.com. You're sitting in your car right now going to a dead-end job. Start a new career. ibew66.com. 713-943-0716. 713-943-0716. IBEW Local 66, powering careers, powering the future.
You're listening to John and Lance.
Broadcasting live from the Huntington Bank Studios, here's John Granado and Lance Zierlein.
All right, let's go. What do you got? Bring it. 713-780-3776 is the number if you want to get in here. 713-780-3776 to hang out with us here on the show. To chronicle to the story, Lance McCullers, his pickleball court, food, drink, high-profile solarium has already closed. It's already closed its doors. He had a coffee shop, solarium, and a pickleball courts. Is pickleball losing its steam?
I don't know. There was no one playing the other day when we were at I don't think it is, but there was no one playing the other day when we were at East River 9.
Well, East River 9 starts later, that pickleball stuff.
That's what I
We've
figured.
never been there. We are going to be there Friday, as a matter of fact. But it has really never in the mornings that they don't I don't think they have a lot of traffic through there.
Right.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody 6 in the morning, no. But we do see people teeing off.
As I leave there, because I do the show and leave about 12:10 or whatever, you start to see people trickling in to play pickleball. But, yeah, we get there fairly early.
They call it rip and pickle is what the –
Okay. I'm never going to say that, but cool. Rip and pickle, not a thing I'm going to say.
Okay. Fair.
I don't even believe they say that.
That's what people are saying.
John, you play pickleball from time to time, right?
Yep.
They ever? Have you heard anyone ever say rip and pickle?
I've never heard – I've heard it from Big Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yes. That person has said it.
Yeah. Yeah. This is interesting, and I don't want to get into the details, but this Diana Rossini thing is interesting in that
you have to kind of explain. You can't.
Well, she's being accused of some salacious behavior with
Mike Vrabel. Yes.
Yeah, not only Mike Vrabel, but the former command. I don't know if they're the Redskins or the
Scott
Commanders.
McLuhan.
Yeah, that's
an
a story
old.
we all know.
That's a really old story. Yeah.
And
that's old.
And
but this is multiple accusations now.
Yeah, Scott McLuhan's wife came out relatively shortly after making the accusations herself on Twitter and said what she tweeted was unfounded and inappropriate. So you can take that however you want to take it.
Oh.
Today or yesterday, we saw pictures. Now, the context from Vrabel and Rossini is they were there with their friends, and the friends just happened to not be around when these pictures were taken.
Right.
It was totally innocent. They're friends because they're in the same business and stuff like that. Now, you can judge by the pictures you saw and make your own determinations from 50,000 feet away.
Saw no kissing, nothing like that.
You saw
No, they hug, but when you see somebody that you know at a place that you didn't expect them to be, maybe that's.
Well, Dell was breaking some things down, like.
I mean, there's some
hand usage,
like not
hand
clear,
holding.
when he means hand usage, it's like two hands connecting with the other two hands, and it seemed intimate in the way that they know each other at least
really
pretty well.
Good friends, yeah.
At least pretty well. Whether it went beyond that, that's up for the internet to debate.
And they were both in the pool together,
and the hot tub hanging out, or whatever. That's what we've seen. They've both, from their sides, refuted the accusations. Apparently, the Post asked, and now we've seen people, or at least read stuff from the friends, unnamed friends, saying there were friends there. We just did not see that in pictures. That's where it stands.
Right.
Yeah, but that's not gonna.
That's not gonna
get the.
For most people.
Most people are just gonna. They'll just roll right through.
I mean,
whether it's the truth or not, they're gonna roll right through that.
Just the two of them talking in a pool together is not. Yeah.
Well, there were but there was the other pictures. I'm sure you saw that too.
No, I saw that too, but they hugged and they
were holding two different hands. But yeah, you don't know. You don't know. It's not for sure. Is it familiar? Like, would he do that with you? No. Or me, another media member?
No, but a female
Probably
that he
not.
knew, yes.
I don't know.
It doesn't necessarily have to be.
Would Kyle Shanahan have held hands with somebody like that?
Well, he's not good friends with Diana Rossini, apparently. Or insert whatever woman you want to insert there. But
the weirdest part of this is there's a media member who's that good of friends with a coach.
Yeah, that's a different conversation to be having.
And it's man and woman, and so it's like now to be fair, Jay Glazer is friends with a lot of coaches.
He is.
But he is not a reporter in the same way. I don't think. He doesn't do all the same stuff that Diana Rossini does. Although she's more of an insider.
She's an insider now, and they're and it
but
goes
the question is, how do you get insider status? Are you best friends with can you be objective? Can you tell the truth? And the answer is always no. The insiders, they always have certain things that the way they get inside access is you kind of have to coddle certain sources you have. You have to protect them in certain ways. That's the way you get access.
I would say the pictures, whether innocent or otherwise, are reasons. If you're a woman in the media, you try to distance yourself because this becomes a thing. Even if it was, hey, happenstance, you both wound up at the same spot.
Here's the thing. I doubt it was paparazzi. It was probably somebody weaseling on a phone who just said, ooh, isn't this interesting? And sold it to somebody, I'll bet.
I would, yeah.
Because Page 6 had it first.
The
New York Post.
I think it could be it could be absolutely innocent.
It could be.
But she does have accusations before.
She has previous accusations of being a homewrecker previous. And and yes, you probably shouldn't be that familiar with one of your sources, even if you're friends. But, you also don't think somebody's snapping
pictures of you. If you see somebody in an environment that you normally would not be, you know what I'm saying?
It's just a question of if that's one of your subjects, because you cover the NFL, should you be that close to anyone?
Yeah, I think that's a fair question.
Yes.
You can hug them.
You have a working relationship.
A working relationship. That's different.
Right.
A working relationship's way different than that. That was very familiar.
Well, but you have if you do a lot of stuff. Listen, if you see somebody on a vacation that you didn't expect to see, you go up and hug them.
Well, I think that was owners' meetings. I mean, I think that was
Vrabel was there for something, and she was there to cover something as well.
No, supposedly she had a No. Actually, she says there was a day trip they took from somewhere else in Arizona. Actually, she said she was there with her and her friends were hiking. That was actually not true. Her and her friends, two friends, were going on a hike, and they just happened to run into him. So actually, it is one of those things like you just said, John. However,
so Vrabel was at a scouting
event. But just like, hey, what's up? And maybe you just give five.
So Vrabel was at a scouting event for Arizona State, and then he stayed at that place. That place it was reported that place is known for being a couple's place. That is what it's there. It's adults only. That's what it's known for. It's part of the appeal. There are no kids. If you're with someone, you bring them there. You don't have to worry about some things you would have to worry about at a different resort. Those are some of the context around it. To your point, yes, she was there with her friends, according to her response, because it's I guess a good place, fun place to be. Vrabel was there for work, and then he stayed there with his friends after dealing with the Arizona State stuff. That's what we know.
And the only reason it's like
I know
it's a salacious little bit of whatever, and it could be. But this is going to have to be something that this is going to be back-to-back years. First, they're having to deal with the Stephon Diggs boat stuff, and now they're going to have to deal with this. And the problem you really have is the previous assertions that have been made against Diana Rossini. That's what makes this tricky.
The problem you're going to have is Vrabel's wife.
Well, they're both married. By the way, she's married too.
It was Arizona State's pro day and an NFL competition committee meeting. So she might have been there to cover that too. So she might have made it a double thing where I'm covering the competition committee meetings and having this trip with my friends.
Yeah, it might have been. It might have been that. I can tell you this though.
Made it a double thing.
If it were my wife, she'd say, "Why are you holding hands with a girl like that?"
That's going to be tough.
At all.
That's going to be
in
tough.
any picture. Why are you and Jane Slater doing that? I'd have to tell her, because we're friends and I didn't expect to see her.
Yeah,
wow.
That's a tough sell.
Well, you see,
and Jane Slater.
I just said it out loud. Jane and I are good friends.
Why are you and Jessica Alba doing that, Lance?
What? See? But you see how that sounds when my wife says, "Now, why are you holding hands with somebody?" Or if you're her husband and you say, "Hold on, what?" You're that kind of friends with
I
him?
could see where they hugged and they grabbed hands and boom, pictures.
I don't know. I get what you're saying.
Is it a weasel with the camera phone who just said, ooh?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I bet.
Is that what it is, or do you think it was actually a photographer?
Well, I don't know who's following Vrabel and Diana Rossini around as
no, but you could recognize.
Paparazzi.
Oh, you could be a sports fan and recognize
That's what I'm
Vrabel.
saying. I don't think it was like a photographer. I think it was someone who knows who those two are, who happens to be in the area and decided, I got something here. That's all.
That's some weasel-ass stuff right there.
Somebody apparently caught me and you hugging, Lance.
Well, is this on a Twitter? Did somebody create a picture? Yeah.
It's a picture.
Of course.
Of you laying on my chest.
Well, there's no question about what's going on here. There may be some ambiguity with Rossini and Vrabel. There's no question you two are way familiar with each other, like in the Brokeback sense.
I'm familiar with Houston Powder Coaters and love what they do. Love what Houston Powder Coaters do. Not only for the entire city. Not only our city, but, the Woodlands. They hired them to go work. The downtown Houston, the giant Ferris wheel, Houston Powder Coaters. Light poles throughout the city, Houston Powder Coaters. Picnic tables throughout the city, Houston Powder Coaters. Houston Powder Coaters. It should be every single public pool. Houston Powder Coaters should be taking care of your stuff. Yeah, okay. We're going into the summer months where kids and old, rusty, terrible pool furniture that you got at your public pool, get it powder coated. Get it looking good. All right? It's actually economical for you. It'll last longer. You don't have to buy new patio furniture every so often because Houston Powder Coaters will make it all look great, look new. The straps and slings, they'll fix those as well. Pickup and delivery, absolutely free. Houston Powder Coaters is the premier powder coating company in the world. I said it. Not only in the city of Houston, we're lucky to have them. HoustonPowderCoaters.com. You need something powder coated, people. If you got some metal powder coated, you need it. HoustonPowderCoaters.com. HoustonPowderCoaters.com. All right, our last hour here. 713-780-3776 if you want to get it. Our last hour, it's Wednesday. What a lot of great radio personalities called Hump Day back in the day. And so we're getting over the hump. This is the hump day.
Yeah, we're past it.
And there's a camel that used to walk through office buildings.
Yeah, it was a commercial.
But it was hump day. And
well,
we should bring that back.
What, you just want to say hump day?
Yeah.
Hump day!
That's all I want to do.
Yeah.
So the stories of the day are apparently that it's hump day. Number 2, the Astros lose and are beginning to regress to what is called the mean.
Have a losing record against the A's
which
and
is
the
not
Rockies.
Ideal. Ooh, I'm watching old school Atlanta Braves Padres fight video, and I think this is where the Dominican pitcher got hit like 8 times. Oh my God, this video is wild. No, it's not. You got to watch this, John. August 12th, it's on MLB Network. August 12th, 1984, the Padres and Braves were scrapping. Somebody from the stands came over and threw a like drink right, like fired it 100 miles an hour on top of somebody's head.
Oh no!
Like, yeah, the 80s were wild. So the Astros lose. It's not great right now, but they're kind of looking like a little bit more like we thought they might. Pitching continues to be not awesome. But yesterday, the bats went silent, but that hasn't happened much, so that's fine. Rockets were down 21, their biggest comeback of the year, a 21-point deficit at one point. They come back and they win. And KD's return to Phoenix. Remember, he was out last time. He did not play. One of the games he missed this year was against Phoenix. So he missed that one. He did play in this one. Jalen Green played against the Rockets. Rockets won. Rockets are now tied with the LA Lakers. The Lakers hold the tiebreaker for home court advantage. So we will see where this goes. Rockets are currently on a 7-game win streak, and the Lakers are really struggling. And LeBron is.
Well, he didn't play last night.
Yeah, LeBron didn't play.
Blowout loss to the Thunder.
So that's like, if you're the Lakers, aren't you really scrapping to try to, like, why would he? Well, I
maybe
guess
you
it's
toss
the Thunder.
away the Thunder. You're not going to win that game
look,
anyway.
Yeah, that's like where you play tennis and you lose a couple games. You're like, I'm dumping a whole set. I'm saving my energy.
Yeah.
That's probably what that was, because you're not beating the Thunder, and they need to do everything they can to keep home court advantage.
So they go to the Warriors, a Warriors team who is now, well, they've been locked in. They may be locked into the 10 seed. At this point, Draymond talked about it yesterday. We got to get rid of this play-in thing because the Kings were up by 1 and just decided to foul Seth, not Steph. They decided to foul Seth Curry off the ball and send him to the free throw line. And people are wondering, how far is the tanking going? It's about 3 minutes to go in the game.
Wait, is this so they didn't make it in the play-in? Is that what people are saying?
The Warriors are already – no, the Kings are completely done. They're not making it.
Well, then why what's the problem?
To secure another loss to help their chances.
They were up and they're following Seth Curry.
Okay, your chances aren't changing drastically at all, right? Aren't they tiered now in buckets?
I don't know where they fall in the tier, so I have to go look.
It's still the old rules where the top 3 gets 16%.
Yeah, they're maybe trying to guarantee a top 3 tier, as you would say, or in that top tier.
Well, then if you're really going to do it, foul Steph.
Well, Seth is a pretty good free throw shooter too, so they fouled him off the ball, and no one could really figure out why. So they're all assuming that was
Adam
to secure
Silver
a tank.
Is about to go to work.
So Draymond said, "Hey, well, you finding players, find a team if they're doing that type of stuff." So the Warriors are not good. They needed the Kings' help to beat them last night. So the Lakers go there on Thursday. I imagine LeBron would play there because that's a win you could get. They could still lose that one, but I imagine they toss away last night's game so LeBron can be ready because he's going to have to carry them the last 3 games to keep home court.
LeBron didn't play because of injury management.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Management.
Injury management.
We're not playing him because we're going to get our ass beat anyway.
No.
Let's
move on. Injury management.
They can call it whatever they want, but there wasn't an actual injury. it was injury management. He not a strained groin, not a forearm injury.
Injury management, Del.
You're managing his minutes because he's going to have to play heavy minutes against Golden State and Phoenix, and for their sake, maybe not Utah. They can probably handle that without having him going 35, 36 minutes, but they're going to need him to secure home court. So don't play against a team you had no chance of beating anyway.
Wow. I just feel like he had to manage his injury.
What injury was he managing, John? Did you see that in the report?
Management.
Yeah, so
there's no reason to play. They made the right call for what? For who? You're gonna get literally. Your teeth
how about
kicked
competition?
In.
How about
get your teeth kicked in? LeBron is in his 40s, and he is the only one who's going to play in it. They did the right thing. It's going to be LeBron versus the Rockets. So they're trying everything they can to get home court advantage. That game is a throwaway game. You just threw your openers out there. We're going to lose. This is a bullpen game. That's what today is for the Astros.
You only lost by 36 this time as opposed to the last time you played them.
That's what I'm saying. You're going to get beat at least 29. Now it's 36.
Who cares anyway?
Who cares? If I'm the Lakers, I'm trying to save everything I got to try to hang on to home court. Remember, the Rockets have to beat them. They cannot tie.
Be a game ahead, yes.
And who do the Rockets have left? You got Minnesota is one of the games.
Memphis.
Minnesota dealing with the absence of Anthony Edwards and Jaden McDaniels, so that's on the side of the Rockets.
Playing for home court is like the Rockets are probably going to play this out. Actually,
they're going to have to.
I mean, I see
they got
them.
Philadelphia, Minnesota, and Memphis all at home Thursday, Friday, Sunday. So they got 3 games in 4 days.
Who's the last
finish
game?
the season. Memphis.
Okay, so if the Rockets win the next 2 games,
and the Lakers lose the next 2,
then you could see them say.
Then you just tank.
So Anthony Edwards is a game-time decision for their game tonight against Orlando. So he may be on track to play against the Rockets, but I don't know what the Wolves would be fighting for. So they could just sit him out anyway because with the Suns losing I think they're almost guaranteed to be the 6th seed. No, they're in fact the 6th seed. So there's no reason for Anthony Edwards to play the rest of the way. So you may not have to deal with him in a game that you need. So it's all looking good for the Rockets unless LeBron can wake up the ghost of LeBron prime and
what
find a way
else
to win
isn't
these
looking
games.
good is Denver has Memphis, Oklahoma City, and at San Antonio. Now,
how would those 2 teams, the Thunder and the Spurs, treat those games?
Well, Oklahoma City and the Spurs are still fighting for first, right?
Well,
but
Wemby has a rib
might
thing.
Be over.
Well, Wemby has a rib thing, so he may have to sit out a game anyway. And the Thunder are up 3 games on the Spurs. The Spurs have the tiebreaker right now, but if Wemby misses a game that they lose, then he may not play against the Nuggets. So
then they can tank. So Denver can win out, hopefully. You don't want to move into the 3 hole. You just want to you want to overtake the Lakers and stay right there in the 4.
Yeah, thankfully Denver. Why? Well, does Denver want to face an Anthony Edwards who's back and ready, or would they play the game and lose on purpose to get into the 4-5?
How about if everybody just loses?
Well, if everybody loses, we stay where we are.
That's right. And I don't think it matters that if you have home court against the Lakers, you just want to play the Lakers.
Is what I'm saying. Does Denver say, hey, go on, Rockets, keep winning games. We'll lose. We'd rather see the Lakers no matter where the series starts, and you be the 3 seed.
Yeah. No. Watch this. We'll lose better than you.
Oh, you think you're better than us?
Yeah.
You think you're better than me when it comes to losing?
Yeah.
I think we're in line for Lakers-Rockets with Rockets starting game 1 in Houston. Well, unless LeBron does something special the last couple games.
Yeah, LeBron do something.
Like, put a scope.
He's managing.
Well, for this moment, for these 3 games.
Oh, so he's going to be better by.
Yes, this is what I'm saying.
Do you think he sits out?
Dude, why are you so upset? Why would you not? I'd want Kevin Durant doing that if I knew I was going to get my face punched off. If it was Kevin Durant, if they lost Alpi and Amen Thompson.
For you knew they were out for a week or so?
You knew they were out for the whole playoffs,
Well,
and I'm like, KD's been playing a ton of minutes. we ain't beating Oklahoma City. Rest them.
Yeah, you knew those guys were
We have very little hope.
Like the injury stuff for if it was the Rockets and the Rockets knew a couple guys would be back by playoff time, but Katie needed to be available to secure home court. I wouldn't play him against the Thunder either. Just get your ass beat there. And you got the type of games against the Warriors and the Suns coming up and against the Jazz like the Lakers do. Let him play those 3 games. He's good enough along with what would ever be left and win those. That's what the Lakers are doing.
They better not. First of all, I really want them to make sure they lock in against the Lakers in the first round.
Yeah.
With whatever it takes, let's just make sure it's the Lakers.
Yep.
Number 2, you cannot lose this series against the Lakers. No. I don't care if it's home or away. You cannot lose to a Lakers team that has, first of all, no Luka, but secondly, no Luka and no Austin Reeves.
It will be the most disappointing. If they lost the first round to the Lakers, it would be Texans, New England disappointing.
And what if they say, and everyone goes, look, goat, MJ could never do this, look, goat. Then you're really going to be mad.
Oh, God. I don't even. You know what? Then I'll have to call Zadic Jewelers then.
Yeah, I don't know.
To make yourself feel better?
Yeah. Well, he could buy himself a luxury watch.
I'll have to buy something to make me feel better.
Buy a luxury watch for himself. Maybe a pinky ring like you might see in the movie Casino. Something like that. I know that they have pretty much everything you could possibly imagine at Zadic Jewelers. It's 1801 Post Oak Boulevard, 28,000 square feet. So, of course, they've got jewelry galore there. You can find anything and everything, and you can find something perfect for Mother's Day. How about making sure that the mother of your children is taken care of and shown the love? And, yeah, you can put the kid's name. Maybe you have 2 or 3 kids. You put their name on the box. You have a little to mom, and you let them color their names or whatever. But, you're the one that's buying this, and hopefully she's going to remember this for a lifetime and the odds are she will remember it for a lifetime because what they have there in terms of the designers is incredible. Tennis bracelets, necklaces, rings, earrings, different types of precious metal and precious stones. They've got something for everyone, including luxury watches for men and women. They buy, they sell, they trade. Find the perfect gift for her and make it super easy on yourself. You don't have to know anything when you come in. You just let them know the budget you're working with, and they're going to show you a variety of things that are going to be an absolute delight for your wife for Mother's Day. It's Zadic Jewelers, Zadic.com, 1801 Post Oak Boulevard. It's Zadic Jewelers.
You're listening to John and Lance.
Broadcasting live from the Huntington Bank Studios, here's John Granado and Lance Zierlein.
All right, what did we think of Marte Mapu?
He's all right. It's a safety turned linebacker, turned back to safety, turned special teams guy. Texans traded their 2027 6 for the Patriots 2027 7th. And they get Marpu, who is a special teams player and a guy who can kind of play a backup, kind of a box linebacker type role a little bit, a safety slash linebacker. He's kind of caught in between positions. He was one of the hot names. He got drafted in the 3rd round. I didn't really buy into him as much because I didn't really know if he had a position. But, my guess is this is somebody who can step in and give you some linebacker reps if you need them. Give you some safety reps box safety reps if you need them, and can play special teams. Just a depth piece. And the most important thing is he's a Patriot. So you can trust him. Yeah, you can
We got another Patriot.
We got Patriot. So that's one of the most important.
Oh, maybe they were in the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe they were in the Super Bowl, and that's off-season, and picking up their guys. Maybe makes the Texans better. Okay?
Maybe.
So, a guy they are willing to discard?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, look at the price tag, though.
Exactly.
Between a 6th and a 7th.
A guy they are willing to discard for not very much. You think?
Not very much in your mind.
No, in everyone's
Says
mind.
you.
In everyone's mind. That's why you didn't start the show with it, because in everyone's mind, it's not very much.
It's very important. This is a big move. This is a huge move.
Well, it's probably a bigger move than the Cougars going into the portal.
Well, they're going to need to do that.
They got 3 Cougars, so 1,200 people enter the portal as soon as it opened in basketball. And the Cougars now have lost Isaiah Harwell, former 5-star, who wasn't very 5-star last year.
We knew he was leaving.
6'6", right? Averaged 3.6 points and 2 rebounds a game in 32 games off the bench.
Yeah.
5-star, couldn't cut it so, best of luck in your next spot. Cedric Lath, 6'10", junior center. In 66 career games over 3 seasons, he averaged 5-point minutes off the bench.
Yeah.
And Jacob McFarland, who's had injuries.
Oh.
So he didn't play in 2024.
Basically, you didn't lose anything.
So, yeah, he didn't play. So you haven't, up to this point, now, you haven't lost anything in portal. You're likely to lose 4 of your 5 starters.
Yeah, but
so you will. There's 7 guys off your roster.
You're set. We talked about the starters. It's going to be Mercy Miller. It's going to be Chase McCarty.
Well, you're not set.
You're
going to have
JoJo Tugler.
You got to bring some guys in from the portal.
Yeah, you got 2 guys. No, well, you got 2. You also have 2 top 40 freshmen coming in.
That's a very inexperienced. That's a very inexperienced team. I did see Houston was, I think 10th highest odds to win the national championship last year. Or next year.
Yeah, ESPN
but
had him
it'll be
10th.
pretty tough. I mean, Tugler is not really an offensive threat. Mercy Miller, 2 guys who haven't played
took
college.
A step. McCarty is a good shooter.
2 guys who haven't played college basketball who will need to. I mean, they're going to be replacing 2 guys who are going to be in the lottery. That's a lot. That's a lot to ask. I think they're still going to hit portal. They always hit portal.
Well, the 2 lotteries are freshmen too. So
well, that's what I mean. They're freshmen, but they're lottery type freshmen.
Yeah.
So they're pretty legit. So you got 2 coming in, and hopefully they play at that level. But they will hit the portal. They're not done. They got to fill out the roster. And my guess is they're going to go get some pretty good players out of the portal, guys who fit Kelvin Sampson, guys who are going to play.
Pick up a portal guy or 2.
Well, they're going to. It just opened.
Right.
I mean, they've always had portal guys come in. Now, sometimes they've had them early, and then they just stay with them for a while, but that's not the nature. They don't usually lose 4 guys all at once. That's not the Kelvin way. It just hasn't happened like this before. Usually lose 1, maybe 2. They're going to lose 4 here.
Yeah.
And they're the 4 best players.
Yeah. Well, yeah, JoJo's really valuable, but yeah. Yeah, but I fully believe that you don't think that Kelvin's going to.
No, I do. I'm just saying they got a lot of work to do.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what portal guys I get. If they do get a portal guy that'll.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think you're going to have one primary starter for sure that you're going to pull, and you're going to pull a guy who's going to be in his 8-man rotation. I'll bet you they have a minimum of 2. One will be a starter, and one will be coming off the bench and be a prominent player. I'll bet you that's what happens. Because you've lost some prominent players, and I like Mercy fine. You're asking a lot out of him and those freshmen.
Yeah, well, this is what Mercy was brought here for. He's bided his time now, and he showed a lot of promise. We'll see if he can be a huge part of what you're doing. We'll see.
Yeah, because who's going to be the
He's got to take another big step. He took a big step this year. He's got to take another big step.
Can he be the Shed, Cryer, Grimes, Flemings type? They need somebody like that. They've had one since Kelvin's been here. Who's going to be that guy?
Yeah. That's exactly what they need.
That might be a portal, but that could be a portal guy that they find. I mean, if you like going to deep in tournament runs, well, at least Sweet 16. If you like that, Kelvin Sampson's your guy. He's done it 7 years in a row.
Yep, that's what he does.
If you like to play defense, Kelvin's your guy. If you like to have practices where they put a lid on the basket and you have to do a lot of rebounding, then you're wired a certain way, and Kelvin Sampson wants you for his team.
Yeah.
You get the feeling that there have been Cougars in the past who said, I love this drill where we put the lid on the basket. Or the drill, I used to watch a drill at Tulane. They would, Perry Clark would have a 4-on-3 where you had four defensive players versus 3 offensive players. And if the offensive guys got any rebounds, and the coach would throw it up there, try to miss. If the offensive guy got any rebounds in 10 tries, then you had to run horses, gassers, whatever you want to call them. And you'd get screamed at by Perry Clark because he was a massive screamer. You tell one guy,
let him do it. Then.
Don't let your family come
Do not.
ever to a game. They'll never see you play ever as long as I'm coach. That wouldn't work anymore. Joe, tell your family not to come for Christmas because you ain't ever playing. There's never a time I'm going to let you play basketball for my team. You are terrible. I'm like, wow. I'm not sure I could keep running out here if I were Joe Pash.
Well, you keep running out because then you.
Well, he had I think he had a scholarship. Yeah, he had a scholarship. So you keep running out there. I got free school. I gotta just endure this. I'm just some 6'11" stiff, but I also get free school. So I guess Coach Clark can scream at me.
Yeah, no, he can scream at you all he wants. That's right. That's what. You don't think? Yeah, you don't think?
No NIL screams. Back then. No portal and no NIL.
Hey,
so
it ain't any. Kellen still screams at him. Did you see they were warming up for the game?
Yeah, but I bet he's not mean like that, though. Tell your family if they've made plans to come, tell them to cancel.
Oh, you ask those kids some of the things that he has said to them, and they all knew. And the older kids go up and go, hey, listen, he's just trying to make you better. That's all he's doing.
Well, he may tell you you're playing bad basketball in a rough way.
Well, how about that they were doing a shoot around. 2 of the guys that never play, that just sit at the end of the bench and don't even have any chance to get on the floor. In shoot-arounds, he goes, oh, you guys were like 0 for 40. Run. Everybody had to watch. After the shoot-around before the game, they had to run. Those 2 had to run yo-yos while everybody watched them because they couldn't shoot.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
In shoot-around. You 2 sucked. You run.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, but that's Kelvin. That's Kelvin. That's, you know what? You play better, be better.
Yeah, it works. It works.
Yeah, it worked. Yep. Hey, guess what? They're
this was this is not a bad portal loss for this is nothing. These 3 guys that's fine. 3 off. We'll get 3 more in off the portal. It's not a big deal.
No, we're good. We're good, bro. You worried about Kelvin?
Not that much, but a little bit. Like, I want to see, first of all, I need Kelvin to just acknowledge that he is coming back. He has not made a comment that I've seen that he's.
Yes, he has.
Has he said, I'm for sure coming back?
Yeah, he's back for another year, for sure.
He did say that?
Yeah.
Okay, I must have missed it then.
Yeah.
because I didn't see where he said. Now, it would have been a huge story had he retired. Sorry, Dell. Your dream of getting his son.
Don't say sorry to me. Talk to Kellen. You should be saying sorry to Kellen. It's not about me. I don't care who coaches that team. I'm just saying if we're looking for a guy who should be disappointed, it's Kellen Sampson.
Tori Andrews is listening. He goes, I bet Carter Nichols took a lot of those shots. He did. Because he knows all those Tulane guys. And I went to 2 practices, and it was like, oh, my God.
You got to get Carlin Hartman on this show.
Well,
he won a national championship, and you didn't even get him on.
I didn't. I forgot that. Wait a minute. Well, not this year. He didn't win a national championship.
No, last year.
Yeah. Well, I forgot that he was an assistant on the staff.
They did beat the Cougs, so that kind of sucked.
Yeah.
To win it, that kind of sucked.
Yeah, it's Florida.
You want to celebrate Cougars' failure?
No, I don't. I was not going to have anybody on to celebrate the
John
Cougars'
did.
loss. Carlin, big win, man. You beat our Cougs. Congrats.
In heartbreaking fashion.
Because
how did that feel?
Jumped up in the air and we couldn't find a shot, so we bounced the ball and couldn't pick it up, and nothing.
I mean,
happened.
honestly,
Poor Emmanuel Sharp.
It was tough not to see the shot get
even taken,
but that shot wasn't going in.
No, but getting a shot off would have been sweet.
It's better than the alternative, but we all know how that would have ended.
You know, I talked to a scout yesterday who we were talking about a player, and he kept saying sweet, like everything. He does run sweet routes.
Who?
And I just thought that's like something from it's a pretty sweet deal, Jerry, from Fargo. He says it's a pretty sweet deal that they got there for the land, Wade. Yeah. So this guy's like, and he's pretty sweet. Like he runs sweet routes. He's pretty sweet. I'm like, man, that is an old school throwback term. Talking about somebody. Oh man, this guy's sweet coming off the edge. Like, wow, I just wasn't ready for that.
Yep.
And heard that. That's a throwback term. He runs pretty sweet routes.
I had a guy at a poker table to call it, you are a sweet boy.
Ooh, that feels like he's trying to get you to tilt.
That was different, I think.
Yeah, don't call
feels
me
like he's trying to get you to tilt there.
At no time do I want to be called a sweet boy.
You're a
sweet boy.
You are a sweet boy.
I remember when Jose Lima called Ricky Martin a sweet boy.
Yes,
Well,
he didn't say a sweet boy. He called him sweet boy.
Yeah,
Ricky Martin is a sweet boy. He is a very sweet boy. What is
Time
that?
to talk.
That's before Ricky Martin came out. Like, what do you mean? He goes, Ricky is a sweet boy. Don't worry about it. He's sweet boy. Don't worry. I'm not worried.
No, I'm not worried. I'm not worried about you talking about the Rockets right now.
Oh, well, we talking about getting playoff tickets? Is that what you mean? Because I know how you can get them. How about you get season tickets for next year, and you get access with the Rockets, with the membership into the season ticket package. You get access to playoff tickets, the best seats and the best prices immediately. And maybe you're saying, you know what, man, I have been wanting to I get a bonus every year. I want to do something for me. How about you get season tickets to the Rockets? You got all the players coming back next year off of injuries. This year, they got a chance to go deep this year. Why don't you go watch it? Go watch the playoffs this year. Figure out the packages you want for season tickets next year and be all in. And you got a chance to enjoy Rockets basketball. Go do it with you, your friends. Maybe you go in with your buddies. You get a 4-pack of tickets, and you start the process off by getting to the playoffs this year. If you want to check it out, go to rockets.com/radio. That's rockets.com/radio to get started today.
You're listening to John and Lance.
Broadcasting live from the Huntington Bank Studios, here's John Granado and Lance Zierlein.
All right, welcome back here on ESPN 97.5. What, Del? I see your hand. What are you doing?
Oh, I didn't know who had to speak first because you were gone for a second.
Oh, yeah, I'm here. All right, this is our penultimate segment, which means we have to figure out what I think we hit on a lot of stuff.
Well, so Gino officially Gino Ariama apologized in person, on the phone too.
Yeah, they talked to each other.
And she said, "Let it go, guys. Don't try to get him canceled, or don't drag them anymore. Don't drag Gino anymore. It's over." He was moment didn't define it. He was wrong. He said he was wrong. He apologized to her team. He was stupid. Gino got way out over his skis. Let's see. You had this is terrible. Dominic Ponder, the quarterback from Colorado, had a blood alcohol level twice the legal limit for driving under the influence when he died in a single car crash near Boulder. That came out. We mentioned Jorge Soler and Ronaldo Lopez squared up. I didn't really see Soler didn't land anything. Walt Weiss sprinted out there and tackled Soler. Gave really good tackle, by the way. Really wrapped and rolled and got him down. It was a really good tackle by the manager, Walt Weiss. Let's see. Anything else?
Yeah, Oregon. Dal, you want to play that soundbite?
I'm just going to take a couple seconds. We don't have to have silent.
So, their head coach, who is that?
It's not their head coach; is an assistant coach. Of course, their coach is head coach is Dan Lanning. But this is.
I thought it was back. Okay, so.
But their quarterback coach, I'm going to go with Kai.
Kai.
K-A apostrophe, I guess, A-I.
Yeah, no one knows.
I'm sure it's been pronounced before. But he was sitting down discussing his philosophy, and he brought in ice cream. I don't know why he had to stick with chocolate or vanilla. They're very basic ice cream flavors. People like to go with different ones. But he was asked about his players, and this is his response, and he involved ice cream.
Like, I ask him a question like this all the time. Hey, do you like chocolate ice cream or vanilla ice cream? Okay, the minute a kid pauses, I don't really want that kid, right? Because you need to have some type of conviction, right, wrong, or indifferent. Okay, so whether you like chocolate or you like vanilla, I don't really care. But if you sit there and say, coach, I don't know. Is it melted? Is it not? What's the brand? So on and so forth. Like, what is this kid going to do on third down in front of 110,000? He's probably going to think about it more than he should. He's not going to have conviction, right? So it's, like I just said, long-winded, I understand, but it's the mental aspect. It's really what we're after.
I gotta say, at first I'm like rolling my eyes, and then when he said, "Is it melted? What brand is it?" And I was like, that actually is a thing where you have people who want to just tell me what kind of ice cream you like. Stop trying to dig deep into it.
Could you guys please stop deifying these dopes, these coaches?
No, that's actually
because I may not decide immediately about chocolate or vanilla. Perhaps I'm not a fan of either. Maybe I want strawberry. Is
then
that
say it immediately?
Is that an issue?
No, say it immediately.
Or because of all the flavors, neither one of these are ones I
Answer the
want.
question. The question isn't, do you like what flavor? Do you want chocolate or vanilla?
He's going to be asking
the damn question.
He's going to be asking for more NIL next year.
He must like Fernando Mendoza, one-read quarterback. Perhaps I'm a progression-based quarterback.
Maybe he likes titles.
And I make reads. I make choices.
Maybe he likes titles.
CJ, make up your mind.
Maybe CJ's not the best, but still, I'm gonna make choice. Stop it, vanilla or chocolate. If you don't answer correctly, then that
not
means
correctly. If you don't answer in a hurry, there's no correct answer.
So that I'm with you there.
That's even worse.
I'm with you there.
That's
but
even worse.
Let me change it. I'm with you there. That's fine. Let's say you have a small delay because you're trying to figure it out, but you definitely want ice cream.
And hold on.
Okay.
Who says melted or not melted?
Well, no one says that. No one says that.
And we're giving this guy some credence?
I'm not putting any credence.
It's ridiculous.
But the next one. What brand is it? immediately you're like, okay, high maintenance. It's going to be an
High
NIL. There's going to be an
It's a
NIL
pretty
pain
simple
in the ass
question.
every
High
year.
maintenance.
Listen,
It's not that
if
simple.
I ask you right now, chocolate or vanilla, what do you say?
Neither.
Okay,
You
know what?
can be a duck.
That's an answer,
But
though.
then
be a
again,
duck.
but
You
then
can be a
again,
duck.
but then again, I was ready for the question because we've been talking about it
What
for
if-
minutes.
To me, as soon as he said it, it's chocolate. It's not even what? It's stupid.
Okay, so what if he said that?
It's
And
dumb to
what if my
correlate.
answer was, I'll take a swirl?
What's the problem?
Then that's fine.
No, it's
but
not
don't
fine because
think about it.
You're trying to have both of them. He would not like that. I promise you. He'd say, pick one.
No.
Why are you trying
he
to
wants
have
a quick
everything?
answer. That's all. All he wants is you to process it quickly.
But I'm not giving.
That's all he
But I'm
wants.
not. I want both. I'm not making a choice. Sometimes you have to make choices.
No.
I want swirl.
What
I
he
want
wants
both.
is a quick response.
If
That's
you
what he wants.
pause on if you pause on ice cream, maybe Dante Moore didn't answer the question correctly. That's why he threw that pick six to D'Angelo Pons. Is that does he correlate those two, or was D'Angelo Pons was Dante Moore is very decisive when he threw that pick six. Maybe he should have thought a little bit. Perhaps he should have hesitated before he threw that ball. Thinking might help a quarterback at points. Perhaps when you rolled out your game plan, you should have told him, hey, make sure D'Angelo Pons isn't sitting on the out route.
It's so funny, though. I could show you guys a picture of two women, and I could ask you to pick, and you guys would be hemming and hawing like, you couldn't play for the Ducks. It's easy for John talking about ice cream, but let me change the choices.
It's a simple question.
Let me change the choices
really.
on you.
I mean,
You don't think ice cream's a simple question?
Sometimes.
Well, chocolate and vanilla are very. You're either a chocolate person or you're a vanilla.
Or you're
person.
neither.
Or you're neither. That's fine. Or you're neither. That's fine.
I would ask, hey.
But if you have a choice, you have to choose one or the other. See, that's the whole thing. If you start saying neither or both or whatever, then you're high maintenance. We don't need you here with the Ducks. He wouldn't want you anyway, so don't worry about it.
It's fine. Like I said, his quarterback was very decisive when he threw the game away on the opening possession. Very decisive.
So?
Was that great? Would he have asked Dante Moore?
You guys said that Indiana was cheating.
Hey, Dante Moore, when you looked out there to your left, did you see chocolate or vanilla when you threw that pick six?
That's not.
What?
That's not it.
You're being
He
obtuse.
He didn't hesitate.
You're being obtuse.
He was very decisive on that decision, wasn't he?
It wasn't.
Did he hesitate?
It was in a bad coverage. He threw into a bad coverage. Wasn't Dante's fault.
He was so decisive.
Protect young quarterbacks, please.
Yeah, by letting them think a little bit and throwing it to the backside.
Well, here's what he said. I saw Cooper DeJean. I was throwing at him because I did not want to throw at Derek Stingley.
Cooper DeJean.
Yeah, chocolate or vanilla.
Okay. Reed Blankenship.
Cooper DeJean has a pick six in the Super Bowl.
Okay, would you rather throw at Reed Blankenship or Bullock? You'd rather throw at vanilla.
Absolutely.
You're throwing at vanilla every time over Bullock because that thing's going to come back the other way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bullock is definitely. Did you see Bullock
Would you rather
put
throw
a
at
picture out of all of
Mitchell,
his interception balls?
Quinyon Mitchell or Cooper DeJean? That's an easy one. I'm choosing vanilla. I'm throwing at him. Riley Moss or Pat Surtain? I'm throwing at vanilla every time in the secondary. Now that we've turned this
Riley
into a
Moss
passes.
or Tremont Smith. All of a sudden, it's not so. When you're not pitting Riley Moss against all pros, it's a little different now, isn't it?
I can't be a duck.
Oh, all right. Now you got a decision to make. Look at you now.
Yeah. Tremaine never plays. I mean, we don't have this chocolate ice cream.
Sure, the all-pro versus Riley Moss, you're very decisive. I give you the guy that Texans always throw out there when they want to get burned. Now you have a decision to make.
I was actually choosing all pros, wasn't I? Quinyon Mitchell.
Yeah, it's very easy.
Pat Surtain. Like I'm choosing the best of the best versus Whitey's. Which, to be fair, Cooper DeJean's
He's a pretty good player too, yes.
And somebody claimed Riley Moss was pretty good that they just called penalties on because he's white.
His own cornerback partner said that. Pat Surtain said that.
They just call him
Surtain
because
just
he's
said
white.
they're doing it because he's a white guy.
That's racism.
That was really threw people off. They're like, what can we? I mean, I wish Sean Payton would have said that. It'd be so much easier to go after Payton. I can't really go after Surtain though. He said that. Let's just say it's funny now. If Bo Nix said they throw penalties against him, they call penalties because he's a white guy. Mass hysteria. Can you imagine if he said that? Pat Surtain says it like, this is actually pretty funny. This is objectively funny. Although I think he was being serious, though.
He was serious.
I think Pat Surtain was being serious. Like, if he wasn't a white guy, he wouldn't be catching all these penalties. Like, thank you for looking out for us, Pat.
Fortunately for Oregon, Dante Moore just had a decision to make and thought it out and decided I'm going to come back.
Yeah, see, quickly.
No, I don't know if it was that quickly.
He said, "Who's drafting second? Jets. I'm back." And he goes, and you know how quick it took for him to get an AI graphic that I'm coming back out? Probably about 30 seconds. That's how decisive that was. Jets are second. Yep. What's my NL? 6 million? Yeah. Quack, quack. I'm back. I saw this, by the way, I saw this video where the guy's pants fell down. Holy crap.
The big guy at the game?
Yeah.
Big guy, yeah.
Gilbert.
Deshays.
The other Gil sent it to us, the guy who brings us great breakfast tacos.
Yeah.
And, wow, did this. I got to watch the video, listen to Jim Deshays, but I just saw the guy's pants. What kind of clothes are you wearing where your pants shoot off of your body when you try to get a foul ball? What do you do? What exactly is going on here? Yeah, it was terrible. All right.
What? All right.
You got news of the weird coming up.
All right. News of the weird coming your way next, right here on ESPN 97.5. In the meantime, we're talking. You and I are talking a little Aqueduct Plumbing Company. We're talking a little Billy Brown. We're talking about a number that you have to have in your phone, 281-488-6238. You got to have that number in your phone. You got to protect your family in your house. Okay, you spring a leak somewhere in your house, and you don't have those guys coming right away. If you don't have Aqueduct's number, you're scrambling. You're looking for it. You could lose floors, you could lose ceilings, you could lose because you're not prepared. Be prepared. Be a Boy Scout. 281-488-6238. You got to have that number. Billy's guys get out there in a hurry. They can explain to you how to turn up your water at your house before they get there, all of that stuff. But they're going to protect your home. If you don't, you're just not a good person.
Be
That's
prepared.
all.
And so the best way to be prepared is Aqueduct Plumbing Company. Put it in your phone. It's okay. You don't have any problems right now. That's okay. But you just need to know Aqueduct Plumbing Company and aqueductplumbingcompany.com because they will take care of anything and everything that is a problem when it comes to plumbing needs. Aqueductplumbingcompany.com, 281-488-6238.
how about this is incredible. The Blue Jays sold over 100,000 hot dogs at one of their games. They had a 77-cent promotion night.
Criminy.
100,000 hot dogs. They had to be those little ones, not the good ones.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, like we have on Dollar Hot Dog Night.
Yeah, they're
standard. The standard hot dogs.
Good. Yeah.
You don't like the Astros dogs? I mean, they're just hot dogs.
No, but they're not the. You know what? Wouldn't you rather pay more and get a good dog?
Just say it, John. You want to say Dodger dogs are superior? Just go ahead and
say it. Just say
Dodger
it.
dogs blow.
Man.
No,
just say
most
it.
overrated.
Just say it.
Say
No, I'm serious. Dodger dogs are highly overrated. Highly overrated. They suck, actually.
Those big beef hot dogs are like, let's just do it right, man. Let's just do it right. If you're going to charge me $7 for a hot dog, do it right.
Yeah. A Seattle man apparently tried to take a bus to the hospital after being stabbed. Do you think that boarding a bus is the best way to get to the hospital in a stabbing?
You don't want to pay for the ambulance.
Have you ever paid for an ambulance?
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
4 figures.
Like, if you think you can make it, take the bus.
But what about all the stops along the way?
It's not ideal. I never said it was ideal.
Yeah, but taking into account you don't have a car and you know that charge that the ambulance is going to hit you with, along with the actual hospital fees, are going to be pretty high. Take your chances. If you know you're not going to die, if you think that, take your chances.
Yeah, sometimes you got to take
John's talking from a different tier of financial security.
Yeah, well,
two Americas.
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
I just feel like, I don't know, call a cab, anything, but I mean, you don't
can't
have
even afford the cab.
You don't have to. Ambulance might be too much for you.
Yeah,
Uber.
cab driver. Uber doesn't want your bloody ass in their car.
You think a cab driver's picking you up?
You think a bus wants your bloody ass in there?
Don't
He's got
care.
that bus driver's
Bus
got to
is
clean
going to
it
give
up.
you a 1-star.
No.
With your Uber. You're gonna go down all the way down to like a 3.8. No one will ever pick you up again.
Nobody wants that. And finally, another Seattle story. A 31-year-old woman was arrested on Sunday night for allegedly stabbing a man in the back of the head with a toothbrush. Do you feel like you should be able to stab people with toothbrushes?
Ask someone in prison. Do it all the time.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta
gotta
sharpen that
down and make
Did
it a
she do
shank.
that? Did she turn it into a shiv, or was it actually just a toothbrush and it was rounded on the end? Like, how much damage did she think she was going to do without sharpening it?
Fair.
I hope, for whatever reason,
that she shaved it down.
She didn't want to have him see the knife coming, so she did turn it into a shiv.
I hope she turned it into a shank.
Just for the moment that he pissed her off.
You think that it would be better?
It's better for the story. If she decided to shave it down and have it waiting.
It is better for the
just
story.
in case.
It is a better story. There's no question.
It's a better story.
We're done. Mopey and Mapes is next. Hope you enjoyed the show. We'll talk to you again tomorrow, everybody. I'm talking about HR&P before I go because I love you. You're on your way. You must be on your way to work by now. You're late, by the way. It's 10 o'clock. Let's move. And maybe, okay, I don't want to tell you how to run your business, but maybe you should get there before 10. But if you are in your car or you're already out on the street selling your wares and you're thinking about how you can make your business better, I got a way. Let HR&P come and take a look at your business. Let them come evaluate what you're doing, how you're doing it, the way that you're getting your payroll to your people, the way that you're getting your HR, your benefits packages, and see how much they can save you. They are not just a company that is selling you payroll and HR. What they're selling you is a way to make your business better. What they're selling you is a partnership. They want to partner with your business. They want you to be better. They want you to make more money. They want it to be as good as it can possibly be, because if not, then they're not doing their job, and you could go out of business. If you go out of business, they lose a client. That's not good. That's not what they're looking for. They're looking for you to be as good as you possibly can be so that your business succeeds, they succeed. You succeed, they succeed. HR, payroll, taxes, they do it all. Don't do it yourself. and maybe check out the way that your admin company is doing it. Maybe HRP could do it better. HRP.net, 281-880-6525 or HRP.net.
So I don't have any numbers behind this. Don't know if there's any real basis of facts. But if you're playing a good team, I think the worst thing that can happen to you is to jump out to a big lead early. Because then you got to protect the big lead the rest of the way. The Suns were up on the Rockets 26-5 with 5:51 remaining in the first quarter. And from that point on, it's like, I think you wake the good team up. They might have been sleepwalking. You come out with energy. You're making shots. But then the rest of the game, you got to hold this team who's better than you off. I think it's better to keep them asleep for 2 quarters. You got an 8-point lead. You got a 6-point lead. But you're not on the verge of embarrassing them in the first quarter.
You gotta calibrate. You gotta be up 8.
It's
you gotta be up a cushion, but lull them into a false sense of.
We can get back in this game at any point. But if you're
21-5,
they're
or
down
26-5, most dangerous lead in sports.
Yeah, it's like when they say 2-0 lead in soccer, most dangerous lead.
Most dangerous lead.
Yeah, because the Rockets were getting embarrassed early, and there's a lot of things to discuss, like the frenetic energy of that game, the narratives that we got guys playing against their former teammates for the first time when it comes to Jalen Green. There was a lot of stuff going on there where guys wanted to show out, and it led to this frenetic game throughout. Maybe the lack of point guard play on both sides led to that too, as far as how the game and possessions went. But when the Rockets are playing as well as they continue to play after coming back and winning that game, but they're on a 6-game winning streak going in, and you're down by 21 points, they don't want to get embarrassed. They don't want Dylan Brooks chirping at them the entire game. Jalen Green, who didn't shoot the ball well, they don't need any of that. So it led, now they were still down by 16 at the end of one, but it led to them slowly hawking the Suns down. And by the end of the half, they're squarely in the game. They were still trailing going into the fourth quarter, but they had a big fourth quarter to win that game going away. So they get a win, and now it's at 7 in a row. Dramatic. You had moments between Reed Shepherd and Dylan Brooks. You had the back and forth between Dylan Brooks and KD, some pushing and shoving. Amin talking to Jalen. They dapped it up after the game. They're friends. It was a lot for a Tuesday night game on NBC that started at 10 p.m. That certainly played a factor in my night. I did
People were cranky.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I was cranky for several reasons. Most notably, I told the story this morning that some kid was walking his dog, and I just happened to be going upstairs, and I look out the window above, like that's a part of my door, and I just happened to look out, and I look out, and it's about dusk, so sun's nearly set, and I see a shadow, or at least I think it's a shadow. So I goes, what's going on out there? I look out the window, and there's this kid walking 3 dogs, and it's a teenager because he's got the stupid teenager TikTok haircut that those influencers all have, and he's in his pajamas, and then I look at him, and his dog is just going, like taking a number 2 right in my yard, and he doesn't have anything to pick it up. And so normally for me, I'm whatever, live, let's not have a real confrontation. But for some reason, this one got me. So I think
it was the haircut.
Possibly, whatever. So I was going upstairs, and I'm walking to my house. So I'm not set up to go outside. So I go downstairs, put on a shirt, put on my shoes, and by the time I do that, the kid's disappeared. So he had to have been like either the next door neighbor or maybe 2 doors down, or whatever. 3 doors down. Shout out to their lead singer who passed away somewhat recently. But I don't know how far down the street he was, but I didn't see him. So I thought, how did this guy disappear? So did I get in my car and try to find him?
No.
Yes.
Oh,
yes, I did.
Neighborhood watch?
Thankfully, no. It's just, hey, you deduced in my yard, man. You walk those dogs knowing you didn't care what they did. You weren't going to clean it up.
Yeah,
that's the point. That's what
flagrant.
got to me. And you allowed that dog not just to do it, but he didn't even do it in I don't even know what it's called, but you have your yard, the sidewalk, and then another patch of grass. He didn't do that. He did it on my front yard proper.
Yeah, not the the little patch between the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Or, between the curb and sidewalk.
Yeah, he did it in front yard proper. That's upsetting to me.
That's more, or that's as flagrant. Actually, no, I think that's a flagrant 2.
It's a flagrant 2. Like Reed Shepherd got a flagrant 1.
Yeah.
That was a flagrant 2. So I'm looking for him. I didn't find him, but because I got time on my hands, I thought to myself, Don't people walk their dogs at the same time normally every day?
I was gonna say that kid will give you another opportunity.
So will I be waiting around at about 7:30 to see tonight? Yes, yes, I will.
The lawn chair.
Because the Astros play afternoon game. We'll talk about them. The Rockets have the night off. Yeah, there's gonna be I got some time tonight, and if I see this kid, and now I got the yard people coming, so they might I don't know. He didn't. The dog, I have a tree, and he pooped right under the tree, so they may not get to it. Did I pick it up? Nope. You know what I'm going to do? Excuse me, you see what you left?
Yeah.
Get this. It's a possibility tonight. So I was a little agitated for several reasons. That reason, the fact that I had to stay up to 10 to watch the Rockets play, and then they were down by 21 points. I was like, you know what? This might be an early night. But then by halftime, they were back in it, so then I had to stay up.
It did cross my mind when you see the eye-watering 26-5.
Like, excuse me?
At 11 or at 10:15 at night.
Yeah.
Being like, I wonder if Dell is just turning off the TV.
It was time. But I said yesterday that I would at least last till halftime. And by the time
I wasn't sure if that was assuming it would be a close game or a competitive game, but it gets out of hand that fast.
Yeah, but in NBA standards, 21 points don't mean much, particularly that early in the game.
15 minutes left.
Yeah, so I let it go, and it got to halftime, and I said, okay, I'm in for a long game. Thankfully, I took a nap, so I was somewhat okay as the Rockets staged their big-time comeback to win it. But no Rockets and Astros tonight, so let's see.
Yeah.
Your little,
better bring
your little bleep.
Bring a baggie.
We'll see.
Right.
Yeah. I'm not even going to bring anything because I imagine that kid doesn't ever.
Mm-hmm.
So would I suggest, hey, it's dry, pick it up with your hand? Will that be a potential way I address him? Maybe. Just maybe. I don't know what I'm normally like, whatever. But this one, one got me, man.
I think that gets anybody. That's especially.
And it had to be in my yard. And it's not even a diss. No, I'm not doing what you're suggesting right now. But it just happened to be my yard, and he's not that far away. So it's not like he's down the street where he would never, ever run into someone who lived in my home.
Yeah.
So there's a very real chance tonight, he's going to see somebody who lives there.
Yeah, because if it doesn't make it better, it just makes it more understandable that if it's he's from around the block and this is
part of his circuit.
Yeah, he's walking pretty far and then pretty far all the way back. But the way he disappeared that fast,
he is at most
on the street.
He's on the street and at most 3 houses down.
Yeah,
at most. So we'll see. He better hope. He better hope he doesn't have to. I don't even know if it was a dog walking or more, hey, they got to go to the bathroom, get him out of the house. So either way, if 7:30 is poop time for those dogs, he going to see me. That's all I'm going to say. We're going to have a talk about disrespect.
Just one talk.
I understand this is unk stuff, this is older person stuff, but at some point you got to take a stand. You can't just leave it in the front yard and act like it ain't no big deal. When everyone knows the etiquette, if your dog or dogs are about their business, particularly if you're going to allow them to walk into someone's front yard and do it, have something to pick it up. That's all. No one wants to deal with that.
And it's still there.
I'm not because I knew I had.
Well, I thought maybe he goes inside the house and gets something. Yeah.
No chance. No chance.
I want to give one more question.
Go ahead.
How big are these dogs?
Well, he had 3. The dog who did the sinful business. That was a reference to a Simpsons episode where the pastor allowed the dog to do it in Homer's yard. Go ahead, do your sinful business. Forgot the pastor's name. Reverend Lovejoy, was that what his name? Either way, it's probably a 15-pound dog. It's not a giant dog. He couldn't use the dogs to sick them on me. That's what you're asking.
It was more about the size of the Duke that I was.
It's not big. It's
more. The bigger it is, the more offensive it is.
Yeah, it's big enough that I could pick it out in the dark, in the dusk, I guess I would say. So we'll see. You know how we have our interns put up the podcast, and it's kind of like AI driven. How the summaries they'll write something, but also because of Apple and Spotify, particularly Spotify.
Oh yeah, Spotify.
It'll be an AI driven summary of a certain segment. Yeah. Good luck, AI. See what they do here.
I know what we've talked about the most.
Yeah,
it wasn't.
It wasn't Reed Shepherd's flagrant one.
Yeah, it wasn't.
We'll see how AI treats this scenario. Old guy yelling at clouds. Maybe that's what they'll write.
Sinful business. I'm hoping it's sinful business.
Hey, make that the title of hour one. Do your sinful business. All right, we'll go to break. We'll hear from Kevin Durant when we come back. He was one of the guys who brought a special energy. He wasn't available. He had the last time they were in Phoenix, the first game this year, he wasn't available. One of the few games he's missed this year. So this was his first time playing against a team in their building who traded him. So we'll hear from him on how much he liked this win. We'll get into the good news, which is more Rockets, and the bad news, which is Astros. We'll do that when we come back.
You're listening to the Dale Olalea Show
on ESPN 97.5 and the ESPN Houston app.
Live from the Huntington Bank Studios, here's Dale Olalea.
All right, let's hear from Kevin Durant. Back in Phoenix, he didn't get a tribute video. People were wondering if that would happen. How long was he there? Was it, if you remember, he got traded to Phoenix in the middle of the season. So was he there even 2 full years? maybe 2.5. Is that long? Is that how long he was there? But either way, didn't make enough of an impact for the Suns to give him a video, which is a little crazy if you think about it. It's a low bar to get a tribute video. And if you have an all-time great on your roster for several seasons and you don't give him one, maybe speaks to how fractured some of the things are there.
145 games. He only played 8 games when they traded for him because remember he got hurt in like warm-ups.
Yeah, I remember that.
And so he only played 8 games that season, although he did play the playoffs. And then 75-62.
So he was there for
2 years and
2 years plus
and a half a season.
So
kinda.
parts of 3 seasons he was there, and no tribute video. Dylan Brooks got one, and he was here for 2
years.
No, he was here last year too. So 2 years. The 41. He was there for the 41,
24,
the 41 and 41 season last year, and he got one. And Kevin Durant didn't. Well,
yeah, a lot of Rockets have gotten.
Yeah, well, maybe the Rockets are just throwing them out there, just handing them out. But the Suns a little more discerning apparently, and Kevin Durant doesn't get one. Well, Kevin Durant went back there, won a game in dramatic fashion. Here's Kevin Durant on the return to Phoenix and why the win was one of their best.
Like your team to be able to fight back the way that you all started that first quarter and the way that you all ended the game.
Man, it just shows our resiliency, the type of team we've been on season. Get back into games. It's one of those games, one of my favorite wins of the year. They knew they were going to come out with a lot of sense of urgency, seeing as though they didn't feel like they haven't been playing particularly well, so they came out with energy. I know how it is in this building, it can get loud if you let it, so I think we did a good job of corralling the crowd as well. But we fouled them too much, and I think that was the reason why they got going early. And we played without fouling and was able to dominate from there. 25 more shots than them, that's the game.
Yeah, some of that has to do with putting them on the line. Also, their dominance on the boards. The Suns at one point went on a 24-0 run, shot a lot more free throws, and lost by double digits. So that speaks to the dominance of the Rockets once it was 26-5, and really maybe 37-21 because that was the score. The Suns had the lead by that score at the beginning of the second quarter, and the Rockets dominated them from there. They're now the holders of a 7-game winning streak. The Lakers punted on last night's game. They were already banged up with no Luka, no Reeves. LeBron didn't play due to injury management, and it makes a lot of sense. Like, J.J. Redick didn't have a great night talking about his players after the game, talking about them to them during the game. But if you're the Lakers and you got the Thunder in town, you're not winning that game with or without LeBron. So you sit him, and hopefully he can help you at least win 2 out of 3. You're likely going to have to take 3 out of 3 to close out the season to maintain your home court advantage over the Rockets. The Rockets, because they lost both games when the Lakers are here, they got to finish 1 game ahead of the Lakers, which is very doable considering the Lakers' injury situation. Lakers have a combination of the Warriors, the Suns, and the Jazz, I think it is, to close it out.
I know they have a Jazz game.
So I
that's
believe
kind of the one win that
where you think they can get automatically.
Yeah.
Now the Suns are locked into the play-in. That was guaranteed with their loss last night. So the Suns may very well stop trying the rest of the way.
Yeah. Are they?
They're 2 games ahead of the Clippers. Yeah. So they need to get 1 more win. Yeah. To make sure they have home court in that first play-in game. So the Lakers may not play a full-strength Suns team either. The Suns tonight have the Mavericks. So the Suns may be able to lock up home court in the 7-8 matchup. So the Lakers may be playing a Suns team that isn't going for anything. So that might be another way they lock in a win. And then we will see if they can get the Warriors win. And the Warriors are right in the same realm as the Suns. The Warriors can't really catch the Blazers. They're 3 games back.
Yeah, Warriors are locked in.
They're locked into the 10 seed, right?
Yeah.
So the Warriors have nothing to play for either. So while it is beneficial that the Lakers are missing a couple of their stars specifically for a playoff series, it may not matter as far as who starts the series in their home building.
Yeah.
Because of who the other teams may not play.
If we're talking like let's just say it's Lakers 4 seed, Rockets 5 seed. Should that matter that much?
It should not.
It shouldn't.
It should not matter.
Will it? that's a different conversation.
Yeah.
But should it? It really should not.
Yes, it would be if you want all the advantages on your side.
Yeah.
Home starting the series at home would have a game 7 at home. Also, you're much healthier than the Lakers. It would just be, you would say, the final thing that I would say, if you somehow lose this series, real questions would have to be answered.
Like, if they're the 4 seed, if the Rockets are the 4 seed, I would give them, like, 85% chance to win this series.
Yeah, now...
You know, like, if they're the 5 seed, it's still probably, like, 75.
It's pretty high.
But there is a little bit of, like, it is LeBron James.
Yeah, if he has one great series in him.
Yeah, like...
He has carried... Now, you would have to ask, is this Lakers team as bad as the Cavs team that he had to carry the final time they made the finals?
Okay, in 18?
The one where he scored 50 points in a game 1 and J.R. Smith blew it?
Where the what's it called, graphic for the finals was Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and then LeBron James, like Kyle Korver and Tristan Thompson.
Yeah. Is this team worse? Now, he's older, so and worse as well. So that automatically likely makes this Lakers team worse.
Yeah,
I think he's not at the peak of his powers.
I think the supporting cast is. I think the supporting cast is worse, and I think LeBron is worse too.
Yeah, Marcus Smart and Vando and
Luke
DeAndre,
Kennard, who's gotten played off the court in every playoff series he's ever played.
If you look at how JJ Redick talks about these guys, a bunch of unserious basketball players and LeBron James.
Yeah.
That's who the Rockets will have to face.
And you can't even really give them like, well, JJ's a better Ty Lue. Ty Lue's a good coach.
Yeah. So
by the way, Ty Lue, I saw something where the quote that we mentioned a couple times this season about Ty Lue when they were, what was the record? When they were 6-21.
He said just got to go 35-20.
They went 35-17.
Yeah. Helps that Kawhi plays most of the games, and that Clippers team has.
I mean, they traded away Harden and Zubac.
Well, you heard Kawhi was like, "Let's done here. We're done here." when asked about what he thought about going forward, we're done here. And if they had simply held on, like James Harden thought, we got no chance to win, so I'm leaving. I mean, since the bad start, they've been better than the Cavs. Since the start, since Ty Lue had that quote, they've been better than almost anyone in basketball.
I was gonna say 35-17. Like Spurs, Pistons, Thunder are like the only teams I'm like definitely have a better record than that over the last 50 games. That's about it. Like,
yeah, maybe I would have to look at the Cavs. The Cavs now at 50-29, so maybe it's pretty close. But going 35-17, particularly after your start, very impressive, and they punted on the season.
Yeah, and they're are they the play-in now? It doesn't matter for the Rockets.
No.
Are they the play-in team you don't want to play in the West?
Because Kawhi is alive and healthy. Yes, that would be the one. We talk about LeBron. What could he do in a series if Kawhi?
Yeah. No.
Let's say let's now they would either face the Spurs or the Thunder, so they wouldn't win those series. But
it wouldn't matter.
Yes, but if they were battling if they had not gotten off to as awful of a start as they had, and they were really battling for a 6 seed, you would hope they stayed in the play-in range. If you're the 3, you wouldn't. Yeah, they've been playing really well when they've got all their guys out there. But it won't matter. They'll either see the Thunder or the Spurs, and that's likely at most a 5-gamer. We'll see. Let's get to Pena here. We were going to get the Astros, and we certainly will. But Pena wants to talk about my yard situation. What's up, Pena?
Hey, good morning, Dale. Hey, so the similar situation happened to me probably like a few months back. And the kid tried to get aggressive with me. And, well, it's the kids, right? So I'm a grown-ass man. I can't do nothing about it. And I just want to know, what would you do if the kid tried to get aggressive with you? What are you going to do? Thank you. Have a great day.
Look, Pena, I don't know what that kid looks like, but the kid in my neighborhood is a white kid. So there are certain dynamics here that I have to certainly navigate around. And also, he's a teenager, so I can't get into a fight with a teenager. Look, if he doesn't want to pick it up, if I see him tonight and he doesn't want to acquiesce to my request and pick it up, what I'm simply going to do is I will simply watch him walk away, see what house he goes into, and there's a real possibility that there will be a note written on the poop saying, hey, you left this. Here it is. That's my one way of getting my point across while avoiding a physical confrontation. I'm not fighting anybody. But if he doesn't pick it up, I will, like I said, I will watch him because the context is he disappeared so quickly, I didn't see where he went. So I know he doesn't live that far away. I'll watch him and leave it. I'm not going to set it on fire and have him stomp it out like a classic prank. But there'll be a note. Hey, you left this. You might want to deal with it. That's all. It didn't have to go there, but it could.
Yeah, it really.
It's.
I understand why. It really sucks. You can't fight a 15-year-old.
Yeah. He's out of line. He's out of line.
Yeah, if he's 100% in the wrong.
Yeah, but you understand as an adult, you just have to operate a certain way, and there won't be a physical confrontation. I don't care what he says or how he responds. If I see him and he doesn't pick it up, I'm not going to tell. I'm not going to knock on the door and talk to the parents. Because who knows how the parents will respond? Then we might actually have a real problem.
Yeah, you might have to fight his dad.
Yeah, and I'm only 5'9.5", so it's not going to likely go well for me if he's of a bigger stature. But I can make my point. You left this here. This doesn't belong to me. This belongs to you. Have at it.
I think that's how you stay in 100% the right. Talking to his parents, it's a little
what am I?
You're veering.
I'm really getting into an area I didn't think I'd ever get into.
Yeah, you're verging into Karen territory.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to anyone's parents.
Yeah.
I just want to say, hey, man, you're responsible for this. You want to take care of it? And if he doesn't, I'll have to do what I got to do. That doesn't involve violence. That's all.
Your son
or property
and dog
destruction.
left this in my yard.
Yeah, what am I going to do? They're going to you're an adult. Just deal with it. Yeah,
carried it all the way here.
Yeah, you might as well. It would have been easier just to put in the trash, but that's not the point I want to make.
Yeah, no. It's about the principle.
Yeah, and a note might be too far. It might just be in a baggie on the steps.
No, I think you left this in my yard.
Yeah. I gotta find.
You don't have to say yard, whatever.
Your bleep head
or whatever.
Yeah, your bleep head kid did this, but hey, I think this belongs to you. Would be a way. Would be the note I would write. I think a little piffy, a little sarcastic.
Yeah,
and makes my point. But we'll see. Maybe it doesn't get to that. Maybe I don't even see him. Maybe he doesn't walk. Maybe walks the dog earlier. Maybe doesn't walk him at all tonight. We'll see.
Maybe he's so racked with guilt. He's I can't believe I accidentally did that.
Yeah, that's how teenagers operate.
I left the house, and now I'm so scared to walk by that guy's yard.
Yeah, that's how it.
I don't know.
That's how
I don't know. I'm trying to think of what if we have it all wrong? What if we see it from his perspective?
What? Oh, the perspective would be, hey, I forgot it. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. But then, hey,
I have Cal coming up. I'm worried about prom.
Well, then have the dog do it in your yard. How about that? If you're so guilty, let the dog do it in your yard, and you can deal with it afterwards. It's a lack of care. That's all it is. And it's actually interesting for me to think about it because there are people in the neighborhood who have hey, they'll have a little setup there where you can pick a bag off of them. They'll let you take one and use it because they don't want to have it in their yard. I would never think to have an extra like a dispenser for bags in the front yard for people.
Like a park.
Yeah. I wouldn't ever think to do that because just take care of your own.
Yeah, no, I think I'm closer to the put a little sign of whatever dog with the Ghostbusters circle with the slash through it, or a dog pooping.
Yeah, hey,
with the
cross it out. Yeah, hey, don't do that here.
Yeah, it's not your yard.
Yeah, you're aware that there's certain etiquette involved in all of this, and you should not being allowed. And there's 3 of them, so I imagine a couple other neighbors caught it too with the other dogs.
Yeah, you definitely have some compatriots.
Yeah, a couple people who look out and go, I'm probably the only one who saw it happen live.
Yes.
All right, we'll go to break with that. We'll talk about the Astros and their poop-like performance last night.
Yeah, they left it in Coors Field.
Yeah, all over, except the Rockies came out the winner. And we'll talk to you about the update on Hunter Brown. That came and went yesterday, and unfortunately, Hunter Brown's going to be out for at least a couple weeks. Knowing the Astros, it'll be longer than that. We'll talk about that when we come back.